Welcome to another episode of Around the Mage Table. This is episode 87 of the podcast for the rest of us. I am joined by Cardigan Lythian. How you doing today, bud?
I'm a little sore from I'm doing
The
season
taste
of
of Omaha?
strength. No, I'm doing season of strength at the Orange Theory. So, I'm trying to lift heavy,
I
trying to
had to
get all buff.
reference Orange Theory today. I'm designing a page for our company, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of like those Orange Theory heartbeat monitors they have it on the big screen, and I was like, oh shit, I can't believe I just referenced that.
Oh, dude, it's great. I love those
Send me
things.
a screenshot of what they look like now so I can update my screen to reflect it.
A screenshot. I'll take a picture of it next time
please.
I go.
Everyone will think you're just really proud of your orange.
Snapping a picture of my splat points. It's gonna be great.
Scrapclaw, how are you doing today? What are your splat points looking like?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just
Do
smiling
you
and
work
nodding.
out? Do you work out? You work out?
Not really.
Scraps and
No, you
horseback
work out.
riding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You're
horseback
working out.
riding
Scrap.
2 days in a row. And Darren and I went rock climbing last week. We went to a rock climbing gym. I have to be completely tricked into exercising. Like, I
See?
can't just be doing whatever you're doing.
Scrap,
You say you don't work out, but you do.
Can I post
do
the picture of you on the horse or no?
You can post a picture of me on the horse. Why? Do you think it's funny?
I just want to know, was that a posed stance or not?
No, so
Yeah.
it's 2-point position, and she took a picture so she could show me what I was doing wrong.
Nice.
I have a better picture, but I don't want you to share that one because it's like me like straddling all over the horse because it's like the jumping position. So I'm like laying on it, and he looks especially asleep. But yeah, so I just picked back up horseback riding lessons, so I'm starting at scratch again, but I'm riding an off the track thoroughbred named Prophet. And he is fucking enormous. I've never been on a horse that big before. Like, so it's a little bit intimidating.
I'm
Awesome.
disappointed at how basic the name is.
Prophet?
I li-
No, so her other horse is Profit and Deposit, and then she has another one that's Payday. Like, they're all like
Just
Oh,
and she
she
tells
knows
you,
where her
this,
money
hey, just
comes
make the
from.
checks out to Profit and deposit.
yeah. No, that's what my husband was like, and this is the lady that you're cutting checks to. Like, I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, well,
But I
ask
really
you,
like it.
how many horses have you straddled in the past year?
The past year is 0. I think the last time I went horseback riding was 2000 or 2014,
Yeah, I was
and
probably
it was the
like
only time I went.
13 when I last went.
There's actually I can give it to you to show if I remember. There's a picture of me when I was really, really young on a pony at a convention center.
Oh, please, I'd love to see that.
Sure, I can.
This is
provide
officially the
that.
horse episode.
Hold on. Do
Uh,
you have a picture of yourself on a horse, Frank? I mean, that'd be
Probably
comical.
not. No.
Dude,
Dude,
I'm gonna
can
post a
I
picture
can
of
I
you
tell
straddling.
a funny
I'll find
story
one of me.
about when I went horseback riding? And I'm not gonna show the pictures here because they're embarrassing. But
What?
so
Can you just share it and we won't share it on the air? 'Cause
yeah,
I'm gonna share my
I'll show
straddling
you guys
picture.
in the Around the Mage Table Discord.
Okay.
But
I'll just draw a picture. I'll draw a recreation to put in here.
that
No, you won't. You have to make a
day,
thumbnail. You're not gonna.
It'll
make
take me
this.
2 seconds. I'll do it really shitty. Okay.
that day, you have the helmet on, and like, because obviously if you fall off the horse, you want to protect your head. But
Yeah.
at the same time, too, I also had a Special Olympics shirt on, so I just looked like a really silly.
Okay, I have to see that picture, and I will draw a
there's
10-minute
picture
like recreation
my sister got where I just like look really out of it, and I just look really like unfortunate. It's a really great picture. I'll show you guys. But
Please.
She was
Please,
really
I'll
proud of you
treasure
that day, Ioski.
But I had a Special Olympic shirt, like, just because someone, I don't know, I had it from somewhere, and like obviously I'm not like that super invested in it or anything, nor was it like a joke or anything. I just had it, and then just happened to wear it that day, and it was just led to a pretty funny picture retrospect.
Oh my god, I have to see it.
Well, we are 13 weeks, I guess. Well, 14 with the added week we have before BlizzCon, and our jerseys are on the way officially. I've gotten confirmation.
I can't wait.
And we've gotten our patches. Let me.
Oh,
there we go.
Frank, can you send a picture of that? Because I can't really. Oh, they look so good.
They look
what
really
the
good.
fuck?
They look really good. Yeah. I was worried based on the image they sent that there would be like some bleeding of the threads, but barring some of the stars in the corners, you can't.
There'll be a little bit, right? But I mean, you're
honestly,
seeing it from a distance, so
it's pretty spectacular. It came with this like copper-looking tape. I'm not sure what this is. Like, I guess it's maybe to help.
I don't know. It looks like washi tape. I don't know what that's for.
What's
Do
washi
you not
tape?
know what that tape is for?
It's like for journaling and stuff.
Well, Lythian, if you know what it is, tell me now. I'm all ears.
You just you use it to tape the thing.
You tape it on.
I just realized, like, again, you can't see it. We ordered 58 of these. We're not gonna have 58 people find us at BlizzCon. We have, like,
No,
5.
remember, Frank, is that you did it because it was like just the right price point to get the lower price with
Oh.
the maximum quantity.
You got tricked. You got
Yeah.
tricked.
Yeah. But no, we
You
can
should,
hand them out to people who don't know us and as like promo. You know, like can we
I'll
also make a
find Max.
business
Hey,
card?
Max, thanks for watching the. And he's like, "What the shit?"
Frank,
is this?
Actually, so we should make like a little gift bag, like with a business card, a patch, a sticker, and like a link to
business
the
card?
website.
Nobody uses-
And also, these patches, we should do like how they do sports cards, where there can be like a 1-of-1 like Frank autograph, and he's just like,
I think it's a little
I-
presumptuous to autograph something and give it to somebody who doesn't know who you are.
No, that's
Like-
that's the bit, Scrap. That's the bit. In fact,
Oh,
I
okay.
would love to do trading cards of us. We should do trading
terrible
cards.
bit.
And,
Right, no AI though. It has
No,
we
no, it
gotta
has to
draw
be
it.
us. I'm gonna, that very handsome picture of Lythian. I'm gonna use that as his trading card. You know, the one that I always will pop up once in a while.
Yeah, Frank, if
so-
we're going to schmooze, we need to have little bags, little business cards,
not
the
gonna have-
link, because they're just
we're
hand
not
them a
gonna have
patch and be
goodie
like, they're gonna
bags.
be like, yeah, look, Google it on YouTube or whatever. We need to have a business
Google-
card also.
Google it
Lythian
on
needs to make
YouTube.
sure our SEOs are when you put ATMT in the Google that these pop up.
No, we need a
Mm-mm.
business card. We need one.
Business card.
Wait,
I-
business.
I can't fathom. Can you? Io, am I crazy? Like, are people gonna be exchanging business cards at BlizzCon?
No, we're
So-
gonna be giving away a little bag, like a little tiny bag that has a
is
sticker,
the
a patch,
business
and a
card.
business card.
Can you put a
And people are
lollipop
gonna,
in there?
people
Maybe
do that
a
all the time. They
lollipop?
exchange little grab bags. Like,
I'm not against networking, but I think it might be difficult to kind of get the opportunity to get up to a lot of people, and
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
want my
talking
only
about-
interaction to be with some people to be like, oh, hey, here's my business card. You know
No,
what I mean? Like-
I'm not talking about like giving those to like, high tier streamers. I'm saying we sit down to lunch and we say hi to somebody, or we're talking to somebody in line. If you talk to someone in line, it's like, oh yeah, I do a podcast. I always bring stickers to like Gen Con and stuff and hand
Stickers,
them out
sure.
to people.
Stickers, sure. The patches,
down.
But
sure.
how
right?
if they have the sticker, they're gonna pull it out later and it's like, what was this
Right.
again? I don't remember.
You get a little
you gotta have the business
lollipop,
card.
and you stick some stuff in there with the lollipop. And
Lollipop, yeah,
little,
dum dum.
little business dum dum with the business card.
This is a good
okay,
idea.
Here's an idea. I find some sort of candy maker out there that makes a lollipop with Lythian's face on it,
I
Good
would
luck finding
fucking
that.
love
and
that.
it just says, "I don't care."
Yeah.
Around the Mage Table ice cream bar is coming soon.
It's just like a melted, like sopping wet bag. Like, Frank, I'm
Oh.
telling you,
What's
put in the
that?
comments
Yeah.
like that. This is a good idea.
Yeah,
So,
no,
'cause I
actually,
think
no.
it's
In the comments, if
important.
you guys actually think, like, if you're like, "Oh God, I know of a candy maker or something," God, I
No,
should
not
get I should
that,
get the
about the
chocolate
grab
hat
bag.
scrap.
No, I'm telling you, like I've
Like
handed
that.
out stickers to people like cosplaying.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
have
I
like
agree with
stickers
that.
of characters, and I'll be like, yeah, I drew this up, and they say, oh yeah, like what's your at, and I'll write it on the back of the sticker
Yeah,
a lot of the
I
times.
agree
But
with
it's
that
like if I just
entirely.
had a business card, I could just flip
we
it
bring
out.
we bring like a silver Sharpie, right? We put it on the sticker and we.
But
stick
you
it on
see
their
my
shit.
handwriting. I can't do that. We need
Well,
a business card.
your handwriting's shit, but mine's not.
hmm
And you're not going to be
I
even there. You're going to be
also-
like sitting at home in the beach.
I'm gonna be at the beach. Well, I'll be
I
handing
also
out to
need,
people at the beach.
an extra bag because just in case on our way to the convention center we run into like Martin Scorsese or something, I gotta give him my screenplay.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when I'm at a convention, I'm talking to a lot of random people. You sit down next to somebody at the event. Oh, hey, yeah, like what do you play?
Again,
it comes up.
That makes complete sense. That does.
Yeah.
But a business card just seems
No, it's not gonna be like
diabolically
fucking,
insane.
it's not gonna be like American
fling them
Psycho
out.
business card, like bone white with the thing. It's gonna be cute. I know a lot of artists who do them. I'll show you
I
examples.
would be, you know me, right? I've already poured what $300 into these, and
It just has the website on it, man. Like that's all it's gotta have.
I am excited to see this business card you're going to design.
I can design it. Yeah, I can do it. You just
I
gotta
mean, you're-
keep me on top of it because you know how I am with deadlines.
Hey, have you sent me those stickers yet?
I sent you them, I think.
Yeah, you did. You
how
did
many
send
Yeah,
stickers do you
yeah.
think we're gonna need for BlizzCon? How many stickers do you plan on handing out?
Like 100. I don't know,
You're going to hand out.
That's
100.
almost as many patches as I had.
dude. Yeah, no,
It goes in the
exactly.
grab bag. Didn't you hear?
All right, now I need to design
a.
a plastic bag, like a little.
No,
you know-
you don't need to. They make these little drawstring bags. You put a little lollipop, a business card, a
No, see,
sticker, and a
lollipop.
patch.
I genuinely gonna look for a lollipop maker now.
And my screenplay.
I'm
just
gonna
'cause why
I'm gonna
not?
Your
find
screenplay, yeah.
and your screenplay.
We can have something from each of us. A lollipop that looks like Lythian, a sticker that I made, something Frank made, and then a little tiny IO screenplay. Like a
Like-
super
like
tiny
this
copy.
big
of it.
and
Yeah.
just a pocket read.
You guys want to schmooze? You guys want to network? You're gonna have to do embarrassing stuff like this.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
for sure, but we'll see.
When
Oh,
I go to
God.
conventions, I have no problems running into random people.
Lythian is such a schmoozer, dude. He
He
makes
is. He's a
friends
good
with
schmoozer.
fucking
Yeah.
everybody. Like in person, he is like
No.
such a business guy. Like he's making these relationships. He's
I don't want to talk to
selling.
people. I don't want to talk
Yeah.
to anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He's gonna be the person we want to have the backpack full of grab bags.
You just want me to carry
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah, I'm here to carry the bag.
And it's gonna be a fanny pack attached to his butt, so people are gonna be trying to grab his butt.
Yep.
All
That's
right.
all right.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we jump into it?
You said we had a light episode, so I'm just gonna chit chat, right? Like
Like this is the Yap
Fill it
episode.
out.
I feel like I really.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just talk, and I don't. You know,
Oh,
no,
Surely it won't
not
be
many
2 hours.
people watched our last episode. I don't know if it's because it came out on Memorial Day or not, but you know.
well, I think it's probably because there's nothing happening in the video.
I was gonna
game
say
right
the
now.
Ides of March are here, and we're dragging out some summer contentless droughts. That said, we did have the Traitors raid this past week.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, spoilers: the Traitors did win. with
Oh
a
my god,
final
what
pot
a
of
betrayal.
400,000 gold given away to Zigla. So again, Lythian, your website worked really well. It was awesome. Scrap, do you want to kind of give
Love
a
the
breakdown of
stats.
what happened?
Well, I mean, I made it all the way to the last vote, which is very unusual for me. And I think people were just letting me do my thing. I the first couple guesses, I led the mob, and they were wrong. But up until the last vote, there were 4 traitors total. We knocked out 3 fucking traitors in a row, and that was like the best moment of my life because I kept saying like, kill them, and if they're not a traitor, then me next.
So
and
let's
then they
recap
were.
it, right? So Stoop Dude was the first to get eliminated, and you guys were sus
Yeah.
of him going into the 4th to last boss.
We were kind of
the
sus from the
Paladins?
beginning because he was doing
Well,
some shenaniganry, but like it's also easy to say like, oh, it's Stoop, so he's obviously doing shenaniganry.
You
like-
said multiple times on the stream, there's no
Yeah.
way Frank would trust Stoop with this.
but I was right because Lythian picked him apparently. Like, was there a
Yeah,
debate about that?
No, I
Frank,
don't
were
think
you
there's
like,
any
are you
debate.
sure Stoop?
No, we were trying to figure out who to pick, and I said, "Oh, Stoop Zigla." But here's the thing about Stoop: he got himself killed because he did that thing with Tots, and he was like, "Tots needs to go. Tots is the traitor," and then
Oh yeah.
and then turned around and immediately murdered him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you need to keep that person alive if you're the traitor. If you're trying to put
doesn't-
someone on the block. Yeah.
He didn't play as good a game as
Oh, and
Zigla.
that was a really iconic moment. If we could edit that in,
Oh.
Frank, I know I'm giving you a lot of
Oh my
editing in
gosh.
work, but like, so
I laughed so
Tots-
hard.
So we did a vote where everybody voted for Concentrate unanimously because he was acting so sus. He was playing like an absolute mad lad. But he was just doing it for love of the game, it turns out. And it was a unanimous vote to kill him from the faithful side, except for Tots. So when that happened and we found out who was faithful, we were like, okay, Tots, you are the only person who knows what's going on in this game. Tell us what's going on. And he was like, I think it's Stoop, I think it's Scrap, and here's all the information I have, and then silence. And we were all like hanging on.
No, it was more like I think this is the person, the killer, and the reason why is and just cut off.
Yeah, it just and we're gonna edit it in right here. Make a note, IO. Tots, you're the only one who knew. You're in charge. You tell us who to vote for.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I've collected, and this
Okay.
is probably gonna put a target on my back.
No, you're the only one who didn't vote Concentrate. You're a
Well,
genius.
I'm just gonna tell you they're gonna kill me because I'm gonna say what I've been like tracking.
Yeah, well, then we know.
But we'll remember it. Did he just get killed?
He just got killed.
Wow.
He just got killed.
Oh
In the
my
middle of the
god.
speech. In the
This
middle.
is like a movie. Oh my god.
No way.
Wow.
Okay, we vote
The
Stoop.
drop-
We've got to vote
Stoop,
Stoop,
for
dude.
sure.
That was bold. That was
Dude,
bold.
how the timing? Todd,
was-
no.
This
Even though I just described it, but
I was gonna say
Stoop-
you're already doing the work.
Stoop was like, kill Tots, kill Tots, kill Tots. And so immediately they Like they all called for the murder, and it's funny because the other traitors tried to warn Stoop, and they said, "Hey, if you do this, you can't come back. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
get you."
Yeah, but
And
I
they
mean,
did.
it's the 4 traitors, throw one under the bus early. Who cares? And it's like Stoop, maybe this is the first time Stoop's played this game. There's a lot of things that you see going on that are like obvious pitfalls if you've played
It
it a
wasn't the
lot,
first time he's
right?
played this game. He's played with us.
Yeah,
he
but he
played
may have
before.
played like Werewolf or
So-
Mafia or something Among Us.
Just I remember the first time when I kind of did it for the couple bosses when Haywire was late. What exactly do the traders do during like a fight? Do they actually have things they're trying to like
Yes,
sabotage?
so they're not
or-
allowed to kill unless they accomplish a task, right? And the
Oh,
reason why
okay.
that task exists is to leave breadcrumb trails for the faithful to look for. Okay, so let's go on a little side here. So a lot of people were asking, as part of the feedback from this game this past week, for a voting record, like a voting count for each round, so the faithful can go back and look at it to see how people were voting. Now, to Lythian's point, none of that information would have helped him anyways, because they're like, cats. trying to be
Ziggler played
herded.
really fucking smart. Like he played it really smart.
Well, and the point is though that like you maybe have gotten something out of it if you were really, really paying attention, but I don't think so. But in the inverse, I said no, I don't want that feature, and the reason why is because I don't want the game being played for them. I think it was
I agree.
maybe it was Tots or someone else said like they were trying to keep track on pen and paper.
Yeah, well, that's
but it
what Tots was. He revealed what he was about to say, and he was about to say Mooncaps lied about something he voted for because he was keeping track on pen and paper. Of course, immediately the traitors killed him. They were like, "We cannot have that." But he had sussed out Moon really early, but we never got that information because he was killed so quickly.
Yeah.
It was great.
So again, like the idea is that I'll give you an example. So in the first boss, Chimeras, I told them that they had to swap their group odds and evens for going down in the portals. Unfortunately, and Concentrate was
That's a
part of
good
this
one.
because of the chaos. You would have thought, oh, like Stoop didn't go down in his odds group, and Phoenix didn't go down in his evens group, and they would have been like, huh, and that would like just been enough to maybe spark someone to say, well, I'm gonna vote them, and here's why.
But there was a lot of red herrings happening
Well,
because
not
the
by
dragons
design, right?
and the priests, like outside of the game, decided they were just gonna rip me around and try to get me killed, which was extremely like weird
They were playing a
behavior,
bad
right?
game.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were playing a
so-
bad game. It's not helpful for anybody.
So for the
right?
Phoenix, for the dragons, the thing was that they had to get quote unquote accidentally feared, and on the first one, I don't remember who got the fear, but it was a faithful. But they just didn't do the mechanic correctly, and they hit like 7 people, and it was like immediately,
Yeah.
okay, well now there's no way.
Well, that's
No one's
what
gonna be able
makes
to
it
tell.
extra fun in our raid is that like example Stoop
We're
got
all
away with a
bad.
lot of stuff because it's
Yeah.
like he's not such a mechanics hound in general. But that's actually how we found out Gully was a traitor because she's this in the previous game, because she's normally so consistent with mechanics. And then we were looking at the log and we're like, wait, though, what the hell is going on? So you also have to know the people, which is like
Yeah.
you have to know how they play and what they do normally. I remember
That's-
once like Zesty had like dropped off the face of the earth as far as DPS went, and there was some kind of task for him not to be first, and it was like pointed out, and so it's definitely really fun. Like knowing the people is super fun, but it does feel, as someone who's been faithful most of the time, like such a crapshoot. Like you have no idea what to go on, and it normally ends up the loudest person.
Yeah.
I
decides
tell you, the
dies.
traitors did a great job using you.
Yes,
Like,
they always do. I'm such a
they-
traitor's pet. Like
Oh
by
my
accident.
gosh. They were like, don't kill Scrap, go with whatever she wants to vote for. Because it was
Yeah.
a faithful almost every time.
Yeah, easy.
It's great.
The best part of it, every single time they went to go to vote who they were going to kill off, it always started with Scrap, and they go, no, she just did really well for us. Let's keep going.
No.
Every
No,
time.
you can't. If you're a traitor, you cannot get rid of me. Like,
It's so
Oh.
Has Scrub ever
Um,
been a traitor? Yeah.
I got turned to traitor on the second game and won.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, that made Haywire mad.
Made
At this
Haywire
point-
mad because
At this point, I can never. Yeah. So part of the game of traders, and I have to keep in my back pocket, is that there are rules that they can't. I want them to always think of the rules that they think will not be a rule, and then it will be a rule. So, for example, Scrap, I made a like a grandstand of resurrecting Scrap. I said Scrap is being resurrected because you guys accomplished this task or whatever, right?
They voted to resurrect me
yeah,
also.
right?
Yeah.
But what I told the traitors is that this person's gonna be brought back only if they agree to be a traitor too. And no one thought of it. Now, granted, I did this early, I think it was like in our second traitors game. I did this early knowing probably that it was not going to be detected, just to send the message that always expect on the unexpected. Well, this time around, the wild card I sent in was that I told every traitor that they were an alpha wolf and that they could not win if another traitor was in the end. But I didn't let them know that the other people were also alpha wolves, with the hope that they would turn on each other.
Mhm.
And this actually worked out in the traitors' favor because, again, Stoop was being on, like they were on to Stoop. So all the other traitors were like, Stoop, man, we're just have to play along. And, it was just like, and Stoop was like, yeah, it's
They
fine.
actually had that chat in the back scenes, like,
Yeah.
They're all just like putting
Phoenix,
the knife in.
Well, then Phoenix was kind of made, right? And Phoenix just said in the group, he's like, it's okay, guys, just vote for me, it's fine.
Well, he squirmed, I swear.
Yeah, he did.
He squirmed under the pressure.
But then Mooncaps was like coasting alongside Zigla.
Yeah, he was so
into
quiet.
like some point of the end game, and I think the second to last round.
Second to last, yeah.
You detected Mooncaps. What was the reason why? You had like some.
Well, I was Lythian was making fun of me for this, but I was just periodically asking people if they were the traitor, and he squirmed a bit. And we hadn't like it. I feel like normally you pick a new person, and the other new people that we had asked seemed like really confident, and Mooncap seemed to like be a little bit squirmy. And then when we pressed him, he seemed to get really squirmy. So that's like how you play werewolf normally, is you're looking for like body tells or voice tells and stuff. And so that's the information we went on. We didn't have anybody reading the logs, so we had to go off the social deduction.
Mooncaps is new to the community, yeah.
New to the game.
New to the game, okay.
Yeah.
To traitors.
Oh wow.
New to traitors. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, okay.
New to the community as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm sure
He played really well though. Like he was played awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Requiem said he will do a edit for me. I'm
so glad.
Shout out Requiem. It's really cool.
He did ask for a little time just because he says it does take some time to do it right.
Oh
He
yeah.
asked for the logs though. He said he's got something he's gonna like pour over in the logs to see. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do there. But yeah, we'll have another Traitors raid next season for sure. I don't know if we'll do another one this season just because one, it costs a fuck ton of gold, and two, I don't want to burn out the format by kind of making everything hit the wall at once. But
I think you could do maybe like
season is good.
introduce a more experimental mechanic, like in second.
Again, Scrap, you keep talking this, and I keep wanting you to stop talk about it because if you keep telling everyone, they'll start looking. It's like a double-edged sword. Like one, you'll kind of give away that I'm experimenting with maybe whatever, and two, they'll also see anything that Concentrate does as a sign of chaos and say, "Oh, Frank probably told me he has to do this."
The thing is, Frank, is that I've played a lot of werewolf. I know a lot of werewolf. Has it helped me at all? I'm fucking awful at it. I don't think it's gonna help
in fairness, Scrap,
anybody
you
else.
were this close. You just had blind trust for some reason.
No, because Zigla is cool. I have too much faith. It's why Haywire lost the last one too. He couldn't imagine Shawnee betraying him.
Zigla's like Joe Camel, he's just so cool. You don't realize he's accidentally giving you lung cancer.
No, literally. What is the kaiju boss? Like the third boss, right?
Yeah.
Or the fourth? I can't remember. Because we did Chimeras too. Like by then we had to give an immunity to somebody. Like the whole group basically had to agree on who was going to get the immunity, and unanimously everybody said Zigla's the most trustworthy. Give it to Zigla. So by the third or fourth boss, he was already so deeply ingrained. He was my #1 circle of trust. He's the one who pointed out Phoenix was acting weird. Like he totally just like he put that in my ear. Like, hey man, he's acting a little bit weird.
Well, he had an ulterior motive. It sounded like.
Well, I didn't know. How could I have known, right? Like,
can I talk about that? How that played out too? But so I made the immunity, and by the way, an immunity means that you're not allowed to be killed by a traitor in that round. I was like, oh, I'm gonna introduce immunity because these herd of cats are not gonna like do it correctly, and maybe it'll cost a wipe and save some gold. And I said the first person to get hit by the Godzilla beam, right, the beam he does across the room, will be given immunity, with the hope that all of you would like jump in at once and like there'd be 7 or 8 deaths.
Yeah, but see, I also know that
you smartly said like you knew you were playing the game, and you're like, no, we need to decide this now. And so I was just listening in as you guys were deciding in the scrap. The second you said no, we have to give it to Zigla, one, that was obviously really fun to watch knowing what I knew. But two, Ziggler did take the first death, but then like 4 other people, including you, were like
no, I got
dragged into
pulled.
it.
I got yanked by a dragon. Like the dragons and the priests were yanking me into the fucking mechanics and getting me killed, which was making me crazy. Like it was making me
man.
see red.
It was
If,
chaos for sure.
Yep.
You should put up like an anonymous suggestions channel so that way people can like recommend like affixes or things, but like we don't have it known to people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Another thing too, I saw Discord was working on implementing some kind of feature where like you can kind of like whisper each other in voice chat. I don't really know how that's supposed
Oh,
to work,
really?
but if that ever becomes a thing, that would be a really cool.
Imagine it doesn't work and you just like whisper like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the traitor.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that would happen.
I think whispering in game, like I was chatting a lot to like Heckler and other people, and in fact I accidentally got who was it I got killed by accident?
Oh, you got someone killed by accident. That's crazy.
Shoot, I fucking can't remember. I'm
killed-
sorry.
you
I'm
killed
sorry if
everybody.
I. Oh, sorry. It was Howie. Howie whispered me like, "Hey, like check the logs. Like so and so
Oh.
misdirected you, not this person." I said, "Howie just told me that this," and he was immediately killed because they were like, "Oh, he's checking the logs." And Howie mentioned it later. And I was like, "Howie, like next time you should whisper it if you're checking the logs." He was like, "I fucking did. I whispered you, and you immediately said." Like, so I'm sorry,
Scrap's
Howie. I
like-
got you killed.
Scrap's like the teacher you go to because you're like, I don't want to get in trouble, but I heard this, and then they
Yeah.
just like immediately are like, well, this person said it. It's like, oh no.
No, I
No.
think I'm fun to play werewolf with, but it's pretty obvious the amount of time
You-
I play. I just get so excited and I play really, really bad. So
You are fun to play with. You're just really bad, which is also
Really,
adding
I
to the
accept
fun.
it. It's fine. Like
The-
I'm
the-
okay.
The problem I faced with it is that we were in the raid until almost midnight because
Well,
you
this is-
just
this
every time
raid
I
has
opened up the
travel time.
conversation, I say 2 minutes, and I couldn't stop it in 2 minutes. You like were going for another 6. It was insane.
You need at least 6 minutes in between.
No, no, that's too long.
It should be
But-
5 at least. But there's
What-
also
what-
transit time between the raids. I think that like slows
What
it
we
down
should
a little
come
bit.
up with though, we need to go back to maybe we need to do like another Mythic Plus game too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, please. Mythic Plus game. I feel like it's easier than
like-
ever with resilient keys and stuff. Like
Well, it's also
Yeah.
easier than ever if Lythian, like for example, if we want to do tic-tac-toe or or like Connect 4 or whatever. I'm sure Lythian could quickly put up a Connect 4 board that they can interact
oh my
with.
god, yeah. And then
and
you
if-
guys could both tank it. Like it could be perfect.
So back when you guys used to host and we all used to compete, that,
Oh
that
yeah.
was that was good too.
Yeah, it's tough because the time when we want to do it is when the lull of the season happens, like right now.
Mhm.
yeah,
But getting people to sign up and commit is harder than
it's
ever.
hard. That
Yeah.
was the hard
Yeah.
part.
That's the hard part.
Okay.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Well, I think it's the easy part, but okay.
But I was like never experienced that. There's a lot of people who are
I
like
did one.
Oh,
The
you did one?
I did
Oh, I can't remember.
one
It was,
when
like,
I
probably the
first
last
joined.
one.
There was like
The trivia one.
It was
probably?
the Cards Against Humanity one.
Oh yeah,
I
technique.
don't even
came up
remember
with
that
one.
one.
Yeah, technique. That was technique's baby, and then I spent like 30 hours putting together everything for him, and he just kind of like didn't prepare at all for the stream.
I don't remember. It wasn't a very memorable one for me.
No, it
Connect
wasn't.
4 and Battleship, those are like the most iconic. And Blind Tank
Hot
Challenge.
potato.
I remember
we
it
did
was-
a
Oh, Hot
blind
Potato,
tank
but
challenge.
Hot Potato was very hard to host,
Yes,
so
it
I
was.
don't remember it being like super fun or anything. But the players enjoyed it.
Good luck finding the video for that blind tank challenge.
Frank, you need to find that video for Blind Tank Challenge. It's like
It's
my
gone.
favorite one.
On forever.
I have a hard
Yeah.
drive of old videos that maybe it's on there, but I
Well,
don't know.
please go
Okay.
get it before the hard drive explodes or something.
If you're interested in joining us for more of these games, remember mythicdungeonleague.com. You can find our Discord there as well to join the community. And again, we'll have signups there for future trader raids, but also if you just want to come do keys, especially in the lull of the season.
And if you come to BlizzCon, this will all be printed on a convenient business card for you to keep.
Oh,
With a little,
God.
just a little Discord icon, people will keep, what the hell, this doesn't work.
with someday a biopic that I may or may not be trying to shop to Hollywood. So
Yeah, we'll get that together for
The
you.
story of Lythian. All right.
Not exciting.
We had some class tuning last week with some numbers to actually accompany it. And, some people got some good buffs. That's cool. I did want to take a quick second to talk about Arcane Mages. You guys remember what happened to Arcane Mages last week?
Yeah, it wasn't working for Betty.
Yep. They completely
Oh, that,
busted
yeah.
Arcane. Now, granted, it was for a very short time, but It was genuinely insanity. Well, I wouldn't even say insanity in the Mage Discord, where all the arcade mages were just like, losing their fucking mind. Of course, the toxicity levels are off the charts. But it's surprising still to see some tuning going on this late into the patch. I didn't really play my arcade mage at all, but I did see some number increase. I don't know if you guys did. Any of you guys get? No, it seems like none of us otherwise were affected by this. Do you think that we'll see more tuning going into the fact that 12.0.7 is coming without? I don't think there's any tuning coming in it.
I'm surprised they even did this tuning. Like,
yeah.
So I wouldn't expect to see any more tuning until the next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only other tuning I can think of is if that new folio or whatever that they do for the borrowed power ends up having some kind of impact, and they need to like bring that into check. But other than that,
Yeah.
They need to fix the balancing that they broke.
Well, I mean, speaking of fixing things, did you guys see this new Dark Moon trinket? And the meta that's forming around it, I guess.
You were talking about that yesterday. Is there a meta forming around it?
No. So
no,
I personally think the reason why this is happening is just because no content creator has anything really to talk about, but you'll see like hundreds of YouTube shorts popping up about it.
Yeah.
The long and short of it, for those who don't know, the Dark Moon Dominion Blood trinket will take your lowest secondary stat and boost it by 598 if you use the trinket. Or I guess it's a proc, but anyways, when it procs, you get 598 of your lowest stat trinket. But if you perfectly match all 4 of your secondary stats, you can have 600 secondary stat proc for every one of your secondary stats, which is I think a total of like 24,
2400, yeah.
Yeah, 2400 stat.
Wild.
I don't. Like, when I heard this, I just got annoyed because the first thing I thought is like, Blizzard's going to fix it if it's actually impactful, right?
Yeah.
But then the other side of it is like, who the hell wants to go through all the trouble of trying to perfectly balance? I mean,
no, imagine doing that and then they fix it.
Well, they will, I think.
Fear is saying that some of the hoops they had to jump through to get it, including using old things from old expansions to kind of get your stats perfect, which Blizzard typically will kind of tune stuff because they don't want people doing that anyways. But honestly, like, points for creativity, I think it's really cool that if this was good and this was something that Blizzard was like, I'm cool with this actually just being something people do, like having to kind of itemize like that, I think is really interesting. Obviously, I know they don't, but I think I personally, as someone who, especially who's played like Classic and stuff, who's kind of seen that kind of stuff from old stuff from like the first expansion still being good in like TBC, I think that that's a cool idea.
Bro, imagine this is meta and it'd be like, guys, please run Floodgate with me. I really need this like pair of pants or something for this stupid set.
Jesus.
Yeah. But it's tough too because you also got to consider like, Mark of the Wild, like stuff like that. There's a ton of math that goes into it.
Like, don't put a buff on me, or like let me walk out, then you mark people, then I come back in.
Click off the buff, Scrap. You don't need to go that extreme.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Just click off the buff.
Yeah, I guess the 2400 versatility or the 500 whatever versatility is probably better than what you're getting from the buff anyway. So
yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a whole lot of effort. I saw a tweet from Zorthus who said that he used it on his, I think it was his Enhanced Shaman, and it was only like a 6k DPS upgrade overall, which it's noticeable, but it's not worth it.
They used it in the Asian MDI, I think I saw. So I don't know what was going on with that. Was there like a specific situation where this was really good? Does anybody know? Or
well, no, I think they're the ones that discovered the bug.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna call it a bug. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna call it a bug.
I would argue this is working as intended. They just exploited it.
Yeah, and there's also when allied player dies. So like if Scrap dies, you could get like 4800 stat. I mean, that'd be pretty.
I wonder if it's like
good.
you plan to have somebody kill themselves so that you can get like huge burst on like a long cooldown or something with a big pack. Like you die and then we'll battle res you and then we'll get it going.
The AUG puts the Evan White on somebody and then dies immediately, and then
yeah, the AUG, it'd be the AUG job.
Rep Paladins that want to get those wings back.
Somebody actually, if they die, you can immediately battle res them. So you can
exactly. You could have a soulstone on them, and they could time clicking it, like knowing they're gonna die.
Worth it.
Maybe it is worth it. You don't know.
15-second buff for killing someone is only gonna wipe out
some
another.
People have like
seconds.
bursts over 15 seconds. That's like could be multiplied massively, right? Like
I
don't
know it
know.
can be multiplied massively, and I know obviously, but like first off, their stats are already kind of like diminishing a little bit because
Capped,
they're
yeah,
like
diminishing.
raising versatility so much higher over their crit, which is their best whatever.
Mhm.
But also okay, so what's the best fun lore in the game? Is it like Havoc or something? I don't know. And they would have 15 seconds to do enough damage to lose an entire DPS for 15 seconds. Because well, I get that on the timer. I
Oh
should
no,
say,
they get
'cause,
him right back up.
yeah. But like you lose 15 seconds of time on the time of the clock, right? So 15 seconds of, and granted, if they're not worried about the timer, then it doesn't really matter. But obviously, the people who need this to push keys would be worried about the timer. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems counterintuitive to me.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, the math is cool. The idea that it exists is cool. But I think if it was something people gravitated towards, it would probably get changed, and it's not going to end up being anything that's worth really doing too much to figure out with, because
Shit would piss me off.
Dude,
Like,
the number of TikToks I've seen about this tells me that there's a bunch of dum-dums out there trying to do what the meta folks are doing. I don't
content
know.
farming because there's nothing to talk about right
Well,
now.
I
maybe
can't
that's
see
what
it
it
be
is,
that
too.
easy to get all your stats lined up like that. It
Ow.
just seems like it'd be such a headache.
what's a chance too? I mean, if this to proc like a bunch, like I mean, that could be pretty good. But
Well,
it's
again,
not.
I mean, and again, it might be better for some than others, but 6K DPS is not, it's a 3% overall boost, which again is good, but is it worth the fucking headache?
I mean, if you're somebody who is like trying to push your character to its absolute limit, and you do the math and you figure out like this is 6K higher than the next best thing, it might be worth it to you. I don't know.
This is for the
People are-
math nerds. This
It
is for
makes
the dorks.
complete sense on MDI because you literally can pick and choose whatever you want, and then you can downrank and go crazy. That makes
Yep.
complete sense to me.
Yep.
But we're not, only 120 people are on MDI, at least now, and no, not even now. Now it's like only down to like 30. It just doesn't make. What are we doing here? I hope no
just
one in the
wish
real world is doing this.
we could
Don't-
go back in time to when we did MDI and try this out and see if it would have helped at all. Maybe we would have been 58th.
Dude, our problem was not a DPS problem. It was a mechanics execution problem. And that we didn't have enough time.
Probably.
And this
a
will be
slight-
coming up in WoW therapy.
Oh, we didn't have enough time to practice.
Scrap,
Because we're old.
you're what is the term? I can't even think about. You were spoiling what the
Yeah,
reveal
It's a
at the end of
team-
the episode.
everything. I swear to
Reserve, right?
God,
Right.
she ruins everything we
We
do.
won't.
I can't believe you
We'll talk more about that later then.
can't believe
Yeah,
you betrayed
yeah.
Howie like that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to, Hallie. I just anything that you put in whispers, I will spit out of my mouth. That's a good wording for you.
Yeah, I never tell Scrap anything.
Wait, what did Scrap said something very obscure? Something about, was it fingering someone?
Whoa.
Well, because
Excuse me?
I was using it like a detective. I was say like he fingered him and then
Yeah.
was killed. Like,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, like I'm like, dude, no, you know what I mean? Like a detective would say.
You're gonna have to clip it so everybody can see.
No,
now.
I'm not
Dude,
doing
there's
any more
no
editing
way.
than I
We don't have
to in
time
this.
tonight to clip all these things.
Oh, we don't have time.
Go
Yeah.
I'm sure Requiem
thinking of poor
will do an
Frank.
amazing edit of it. Okay. 12.07 is now officially a release candidate, which means we should expect to see it. We haven't got an announcement date yet. I thought we would today while we're recording on Monday. But it is expected to launch June 16th, which is 2 weeks as of tomorrow. Now we have some things coming with it, including the lore walking. I read a little bit of this, Scrap. I am
Loa
now
lore walking, I'll do
convinced
that.
because they have what's his name?
Oh yeah, Mozala.
Mozala, yeah.
So we're
I'm now
getting
convinced the other side's
Yeah.
coming back in one shape or another.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Recently I did the elf lore walking and I really liked it. Compared
This-
to like the other lore walking, so
This one seems pretty good. It talks
Yeah.
about how, like, what is a Loa and how the Loas have either used or abused in the past.
Yeah, and I
you
love
learn a lot
the-
about Wamsandi's origins.
I think the BFA Horde side leveling quest is like one of the best ones ever. And so I'm happy to revisit that stuff.
Well, and you also, the story that comes with the patch, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But we did talk a little bit about how the trolls and the elves are told that they have a common ancestor, which obviously sends everyone into a tizzy. But it does set up the 12.1 raid pretty much as we thought it would be, which is the troll raid. In fact, the story chapter for this, for the 12.0.7 quests, is chapter 1 of the 12.1 campaign.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So, you know, it kind of leads directly into it. I have a feeling we will see some old gods and some snake loas in our future. So hopefully
Cool.
everyone's really excited about a troll raid.
I love troll shit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
excited
actually
for that.
even discussion of Vol'jin. Is that his name, Vol'jin? The troll?
Yeah,
dude?
he's the guy who's dead.
Yeah. This is speculation on Wowhead's part, I believe, but they were talking about how this is kind of setting up a possibility of Vol'jin coming back as a Loa or something. So, you know, could be
Cool.
that'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
that's super cool.
Yeah, sorry for spoilers.
I want to see fucking Blomsomdy, dude. Like, can we bring him back in this patch?
Blomsomdy.
He might be. Who knows?
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
like
at
one
the
of the
very
best
least, you might
characters
see him
ever.
in the other side.
Yeah. Well, yeah, at least I'll see him there.
Yeah.
Trolls
and then
are. I was gonna say trolls are one of those things that are very deep rooted in Warcraft lore, so it's gonna be cool to dive deeper into that a bit more
Yeah.
in this.
Scrap, I pulled this just because I thought of us playing Minecraft, but apparently there'll be lightning strikes in the new zone. And again,
I love
with
that.
the heroic tier, you know, it doesn't hurt you, but
That's so funny. That's just like a little fun thing. I love it.
Yeah. I will
It can happen
say
in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I've been doing more and more of the solo player content stuff lately, and I definitely feel like I don't want an ad, forget it. I definitely feel like it's been
Is that the Final Fantasy X dodge lightning
yeah, I guess
thing?
so.
Yeah, I know
definitely want
that.
to say though that I feel like I don't know if it's better gameplay because it doesn't feel like it's that much better gameplay, but I definitely feel like I've been enjoying it more, and I just want to see how you guys feel.
Sorry, what is better gameplay?
Just the solo content. I don't think you've done any of it, Scrap. You did pray for
No.
a little
Ritual
bit, but
sites.
You like the ritual sites, right, Frank?
Yeah.
I haven't tried them.
they're not as great as the nightmare scenarios or whatever they were called.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah, they weren't as great, but I mean, to get some of the tier 2 recolor stuff, I was like, all right, I'll try to get the judgment set. Like I always, you know, you gotta have the judgment set.
Yeah, you have your 5th.
And I did it begrudgingly, and then I kind of like was like, oh, this isn't that bad. Like it's kind of fun to have the affixes. But it got tiring very quickly too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun to have something in the game, I think, to just log in and do that isn't just group content.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We got,
Or if you're like waiting for
Labyrinth?
somebody to get out of a key.
When do
Labyrinths are
come out?
next 0.5, I believe, or 0.7, one of the two.
Oh,
the
at
Delve
1.5.
Labyrinths.
Yeah, which will
Yeah.
probably be troll themed based on. You know, the
Oh
look.
fuck yeah. Oh, you know what? We didn't talk about this. We tried prop hunt.
Yeah, sure. Jump
Yeah.
into
It was a lot of fun.
it. Surprisingly,
pretty dumb but fun.
Yeah, we were bad at it. We lost every game, I think.
Yeah, we didn't win a single game, but we had a lot of fun, and I'm starting to get the vibe for it. But like, I don't see myself engaging much with it except as like a cool down, warm up, wait for so and so to get out of a key. Like, it's a fun little thing.
I kind of want to play it more, but I really wish
Yeah,
we could
I'm
do it
down.
like player versus player or group versus
Yeah.
group that we form. I
like
think they
how
said
quick
that
it
it would
is.
come, but you know,
Yeah.
well, who knows? Although, yeah, you're right, Scrap. It was great when I think it was Ziggler who went out for a smoke, and then we were just playing while waiting for him. It was great.
Yeah, we did it like 3 times before he came back. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
You know what? We're gonna log in afterwards and do one more. Why not?
You're gonna be editing. I'm gonna be making a thumbnail.
That's true. That's true. There's a new interrupt preventing or a macro preventing interrupts from being overwritten. I brought this up, Scrap, to tell you because I know this is a big deal for you. But if you
Yeah.
add a tilde in front of the number, it will not allow anyone to overwrite your target marker anymore. So going
Oh.
forward, no more complaining, oh, I had that one and you took it from me.
Mhm.
I am happy to see this. I think this is a good addition. Again, it seems like it was just like one little small thing and it made life a lot easier. But I
Mhm.
still feel like we need to, you know, cross our fingers and hope that either in the 0.1 or the 0.2 patch, we do get a little bit of an overhaul. This is the fellowship, you know, interrupt thing where it'll show the picture, the icon of the player who's claimed the target
Mhm.
and their
Would
cooldown.
be yeah, I think that's probably going to end up being a better thing eventually if they can implement it, because like even if you make a macro, if I have moon and Scrap has moon, she gets moon first, they can't put 2 moons up, right? Like so you're still going to maybe
Yeah.
have some issues with that.
That's
so
what we discussed
in a
it.
coordinated group,
Yeah.
it's not going to be an issue, but at least in if in a pug it might be, so it'd be cool to have a better tool implemented in the
An
interface.
issue in our coordinated group.
Right.
But so is every.
Well, this is great information that I will not need because I will be playing a healer next season. So.
Yeah, but we still got to
Yeah.
push to the 1%.
Yeah, but I don't need the kick
Speaking of which,
information.
let's just take a
You
quick look.
you
Where's
you have
1%?
a AoE stun and a ROP, so there'll be times you might need to throw that
I
baby
mean, I'll be
down.
doing that, but I'm not gonna do that to like a focus. Like it's on the ground.
She said she's gonna cast Ring of Peace on cooldown.
Yeah, I'm
so-
gonna cast on cooldown because Lythian never fucking casts it. Drives me crazy. Cast it like
That's not
once a
true.
run.
That's not true at all.
It's
There's
so
a-
true. Okay, what's 1% at right now, Frank?
37, 34.
Oh, interesting.
And what are we at?
34, 50 or 60 or something like that.
Brother, it ain't happening.
What's 37 right now? Is that like 19s, 18s, 19s?
It
Yeah, I think
is
so.
19s mostly.
Oh wow.
I'm happy
But
with what we have.
people are pushing up to 24s, I think.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. I think Scrap, we are capable of it. We just really have to lock in.
Well, yeah, we need like to play consistently and stuff. But at
Well,
this point in the
23s.
summer, I'm kind of over it.
It's the locking in, it's the time to practice,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, see, there's a Meg right there.
two those
Mm.
things we do not have.
Number 1 in the world.
Yep.
Wow.
Good for you, Meg, if you're watching. Um,
I got an AUG in
I really
there.
would like to push Scrap.
I'm happy to push, but you ain't got
We don't have
the.
raid anymore. You ain't
Yeah.
got what?
I would say you ain't got the mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Frank tanked the other day. He had to
Oh, I
mute
missed that.
himself. What do
Oh
you
wait, no,
mean
I
this
was
is-
there when
did,
yeah,
you were
he
the
just
reason
got
I
over
muted
us.
myself.
He muted himself.
I will say one thing
Oh,
that kind of goes against the and for us in particular, I think one thing that's kind of tough is I know like we all have things that we have to take care of outside of WoW, so I think that kind of bleeds into the time a bit. Like we can't just be like, all right, this is going to be the one day we're going to play for like 7 or 8 hours and just
Yeah.
like really get at it. So that you know, just the time too, I think is kind of a something that we'd have to overcome.
We had a Tuesday because we didn't have raid anymore. We had an attempt of pushing, and it was shitty to say the least. I think we got 116 or 17 timed or something.
116.
And that's how it's going to be sometimes. You know, those
No,
are
I
going
know,
No,
to
that's
be the
the
days.
thing is that we don't play all
Well-
week and then we come in and be like, okay, let's push. It's like, well, we're not gonna. We need to warm up and re-coordinate and making silly mistakes. So it's hard to expect
Well,
to play your best if you've not played for like a week or
but
whatever.
when you swap people out for the 5th, it makes things. It's a different challenge too.
I don't
Sure,
know.
it's a little
I think
different.
our 5th is doing a lot of the hard work for us.
Well,
Yeah, Mojo
okay,
is definitely playing
if,
well, right?
Well,
if
Mojo
it's-
and Ziggler.
Yeah.
If it's Ziggler,
That's the
then
thing is
yes.
that Ziggler carries a lot. Like he
If it's
a lot
Mo-
more
you
He,
know,
he
I-
has
I-
he has 20s done on his tune, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So
He's got
it
some
almost
time
feels a
to
little
spend.
disingenuous, right? Like he's like
But,
I'm
you
sure
know-
he could get us the 1%, but
Let me tell you guys, I had to carry Mojo's Warlock the other
Why
day.
are you shitting
mean-
on people? Okay, what-
because he's a hater, man.
I love Mojo. He's one of
Mojo's
my
like
favorite-
semi-retired,
he's one of my favorite dudes because he gets so mad at himself.
but he's so chill though. Like he's so chill to play with.
Yeah, Ziggler's got resilient
Oh.
20. So we can just use it. Why don't dude?
Yeah,
this is what we,
But
this
that's what I'm
is-
saying,
wait,
Frank.
Scrap,
Is
this
that you're
our
like we
chance.
can.
This is our chance. This is our chance to use resilient like everyone hates, and now we can all get 20s done.
But
Oh, dude,
Frank,
let's go.
what you're saying is that we can get the
Uh.
1%. We can get it if we use Ziggler's good
No. I think we can
faith
do
and
it. I
good
think we can do it
graces
on, our own.
on
I think
his
we can
ski
do it
that
on
we
our
did
own.
not give any part in earning.
No,
like-
Ziggler would be the first to tell you, Scrap, that our, and I say our, I'm the
Yeah.
healer. Our DPS is not up to snuff.
Wow.
Hey, don't leave me out of it. Haywire's below me. Like,
Bro, y'all.
All right,
Y'all
here we
are-
go. Let's
y'all
pull up the
get-
logs and
what's
see
the word?
Hold on,
how
hold on,
our
what's the word?
parsings are
The
looking.
word is astrogapped.
astrogapped. Ziggler is astrogap me. Oh god, don't look at my logs.
Like, these are your best. Oh, this is the bosses. Hold on.
This is
let's
the
look at
raid,
Yeah.
asshole. Oh, I don't think my
That's
actual
pretty
ones will
bad.
be much
Don't-
better.
don't look at
Wait,
the
you
raid.
started trying in raid? Holy
Oh.
crap!
No, I didn't try and raid.
Look at all
That's
this
not bad. Look, I got a 50 there.
What?
Man, that's rough.
What are all those gray numbers?
pull up Haywires.
Wow, you're really gonna go after him too, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after him too.
On his hunter?
comparatively.
Well, hold on.
right?
But which of the two of you are playing a meta?
Doesn't matter. This is how well I'm doing at the meta. That's how well he's doing at the off meta.
He's
It's
playing on
harder if you're
BM
playing meta
Hunter.
because there's a lot of really good people playing it. You know, it's harder
Pull
to
up his
parse.
BM Hunter. I bet his BM Hunter's doing
Well, I
pretty
can't
well.
because
Yeah.
he's got those stupid damn tildes.
Yeah,
and
actually, you
shit.
can't pull him up at all
Oh.
because of his stupid characters.
I mean, I could pull up the guild and. This is just.
I don't like.
We're doing this just because there's nothing to talk about today.
Look, I gotta blame this
Oh.
on Lythian's tanking, right? Like, Devour is very pull dependent, so
You can blame the tanking,
he's always
except
getting me killed.
except when you look at Ziggler's parse compared to your parse with the same tank, it's
He has more 50s than you do. Scrap.
But he's got more grays than I had greens.
I don't know.
He's got a 5 in
All right,
Algazar.
let's pull it side by side now. Here we go.
Yeah, side by side.
Oh my goodness, you guys, this is sad. Anyway,
Look at that.
6
3
to
greens.
his- Oh, you're right.
The-
right.
Yeah,
Well,
but
okay,
he has
so-
a 5. I don't have a. Oh, I have a 9.
So here's a question: What's
Yeah.
the highest key you guys have timed so far this season that you
17.
didn't? I'm sorry. What's the highest key that you finished that you didn't time? I guess like a 17 still.
Yeah.
No, we
Do you-
finished in 18, didn't we? Did we
No,
finish
we,
that
we didn't
Alcazar?
attempt one, I don't think.
Oh, we
Is the
didn't finish it.
difference between you guys tying in 18 actually damage, or is it
No.
surviving?
damage.
No, it's
It's
a
100%
lot of
damage.
coordination kicks.
No, it's
survival.
the mechanics that are. I mean, granted, again, like Ziggler is doing a lot of heavy lifting for us. So by any means, if it was like us pulling in a pug or something, maybe not. But we have the damage to time the 18s. I think it's just that we have to play.
Maybe
perfect.
not Algazar.
Throughput wise,
I don't think we have damage.
I don't think you need to be a top parser to be in the top 1%, but definitely to be in the top 0.
Bro, you can't be parsing single digits.
Yeah, I just want
I
green IO. That's all I want. I want greens.
Look, I
everywhere.
haven't. That Algazar is for a 15. I haven't run Algazar in like 8 weeks.
Here,
Like, of course, the parse.
just
is
to
great.
keep it fair,
Because
Scrap,
you got
I'll
embarrassed
pull up
the
my
last
Mage
time.
and see how he's doing.
Yeah.
That way, at least I get dunked on too. Nope, fine.
What? You
Oh,
got a
these are
6.
13s. Yeah. My 15s.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, they're 13s.
got a
I'm
6.
parsing orange and
6 here.
13s also.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
upsetting, man.
All right. Okay.
You were mad
Yeah.
because
At
I did a
17,
key
I got a
with
50. That's not
your.
bad.
You're
The
mad because I
more-
did a key with your mage and you didn't crush me.
The
Oh,
more
no, I
damage
wasn't
you guys
mad. I
do-
lost, but then I crushed you in the other
No,
one.
you
Oh,
were mad.
speaking
You're
of
like
which-
oh, all of a sudden you start trying now that you're doing a key with me.
That's okay. That's why I was mad though. I was like, where the
Yeah.
fuck is this DPS when I need it?
Yeah. The problem is the more damage you do, the less mechanics we have to deal with because the faster things will die. And you guys are getting gapped so hard
Lythian,
sometimes.
you're at the bottom of the kick meter always, so I don't want to talk
Oh
about
God,
mechanics with you.
you are like the deflector of all things.
I
all
got
the time.
excuses, bro.
That's,
I'm the
that's
E.
all
E
you
team.
do. Just
E team for
deflect.
excuses.
But no,
deflect.
what's your
I'm gonna. We need to take a clip
PANAL?
of this.
Yeah.
Panelon.
What's the
Panel-
Panello.
Panellos.
He's a
That's me.
Moscow.
That's me right there.
No,
that's me right there. What are you
What's
talking about?
fuck it? I'm gonna have to pull the. You're gonna make me pull the
Panelon.
damn
There's too many
roster.
Panalos.
Buhong.
It's Panalo. It's Panalo.
I know, but why didn't it pop up when oh, because you block. I forgot you block.
Oh, he hides his
man,
logs.
that's tough.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's tough.
Christ. Oh my god.
Well,
I
now
don't
we
know if I
know
do it on
who's got the most
Maybe I do.
self-consciousness.
Can we talk really quickly
self-esteem.
about how easy it is? I mean, we've already talked about this to some extent, but how easy it is to get geared up on alts right now that I pinged 90, what was it, like Thursday night? And within
Yeah.
a single night, I was doing 14s. It's just
Yeah.
insane.
You can get geared up pretty quick.
It's insane.
And Yeah.
If you're willing, like was playing last week and used all 10 of my rolls and got most of my rolls this week, as long as you're willing to accept that you shouldn't be focusing on like a one particular item and just sit yourself in a dungeon. Like I did Algathar and almost every single slot in there was an upgrade to myth for
Yep.
me, and I have
Yeah.
like one non-myth piece and I haven't
Yep.
played in weeks. So
Yeah.
Especially with the catalyst too. It's like if you
If-
can find a dungeon that drops every piece you need to put on for your tier, it's like just keep rolling, roll.
Yeah, if it's an alt, 100%, dude.
Yeah,
Mhm.
All day long.
yeah,
This isn't
which,
updated, but I did the same with Pit. What you're talking about, I asked you for Pit, and
Mhm.
I think I currently have only one item. It's like I crafted my boots up. I have like 6 hero and then like 8, mythic track items. It's
Mhm.
insane.
My tip of the week is that if you're someone who's trying to get a little bit higher in Mythic Plus, using rerolls and seats really good because you can get those rings with the avoidance bonus that have like really good stats on them, so you can get myth versions of those, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Also, I boosted my my wheel rogue, so in probably like a week or so, I'm gonna need you guys to wrap me through some tens.
Well, you
so.
need to wait for the time walking, cause I got a character at 79, and Frank was like, "I'm gonna level with you," and then he blasted to
I was too
to
excited.
90.
I was like, I want to play. And in
See,
fairness,
this,
I
hold on,
totally
I'm gonna
scrapped.
call out Frank for a second, because he's like, we need to get together, we need to push and stuff, and then he's working
Frank.
on his wheel character for next season. Keep your eye on the
Wait,
ball, Frank.
Scrap. I literally scrap. If it's after 9 o'clock, you know where you're gonna find me, barring any
Yeah.
family events or whatever.
Right. I
Right?
can't play every day.
This
It's
is my
exhausting.
game to. Actually, I'll be honest though. Like I'm kind of hitting a little bit of a wall, but this is my game
Yeah.
to relax and unwind, and again, like to hang out with friends. And so you'll find me.
I gotta play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, I want to play the new
So I
James
can't play
Bond,
every night.
but I haven't played it yet.
Dude, did you see? Hold on. Let's do a side. Did you see the trailer for Planet Zoo 2?
I didn't actually watch it, but it looked good
Fuck,
from the
dude.
picture I saw.
It's got aquariums and aviaries. Aquariums is like, that is life changing for me. You will never see me again. It launched in October. They show a big ass aquarium, like
You'll
you saw what I
never
did with
see
my
me again.
seals.
So we're losing our healer, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I'm just saying, remember the Planet Zoo I showed you with my seals where I did that huge aquarium?
Yeah.
Now it's like, that's the game, dude. That's like, they're like, you should actually
tell you,
do that.
Oc-
Stop yawning,
October-
Frank. It's very
I'm tired
rude.
now.
October is my birthday month, so you
Mhm.
can just buy me a copy. It'd be
I'll buy
great.
you a copy. Fuck yeah, dude. If you'll play it with me. Because honestly, so here's the thing.
Does it have
I'm gonna
any
let you in on
multiplayer
something.
function in it?
There's like an online market, right, for animals. And like right now, because the game has been on for so long, it's not a big deal. But the first week that Planet Zoo launched, there was like people like shilling thousands of warthogs. There was like a warthog meta because it was like a way to like sell and farm up and stuff. It's like the very first week of Planet Zoo launching, the franchise mode is like crazy. It's like you can like skew the market. You can like corner the market on like pandas. It's
like
insane.
Madden Ultimate Team of Breeders Zoo. Oh, you gotta get the boar. You gotta get the boar.
Yeah, no.
What's
That's
the
what they
meta,
like
Scrap?
bred fast, and like you could like ramp them up really quickly and stuff, and like it was like some crazy warthog meta.
Wait till they start selling those warthogs for $70. Then we'll see how you feel about
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised if there was some black market like actual money warthog dealings. If you knew Planet Zoo right when it launched, in the comments, let me know.
Well, I mean,
Like, 'cause I was
PoE,
there. I was
Path of
there at
Exile
warthog
has like
beginning.
a real money. I mean, Diablo dabbled in this for a little bit too, but like, if you want certain resources on PoE, they have real money ways to get them.
Yeah, Planet Zoo doesn't have that. They sell
you say
the
that, Scrap.
little
You
packs.
say that, Scrap. I mean, I remember when
Yeah.
Animal
Don't have it
Crossing came
yet.
out, eBay was a flood with those NFC or whatever. they're
Oh,
called.
sorry, non-official. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
Especially because there's like shiny Pokemon kind of thing. There's like albino things.
Shiny.
Oh my god.
And right now, like this late in the game, it's like if you have a pair, you can just like farm the color variants. But like early on, if you got like a white panda, man, you could sell that for the maximum amount of credits, like on the market thing. Like it was like a fucking meal ticket if you happen. And so people would have these breeding operations, like not an operational zoo, just like massive tiny cages with pandas, so that they could like get this rare gene chance and like farm it for tons of like, I think they're called like environmental credits or something. It's like the other currency.
The Animal Crossing thing Frank said just gave me a great idea. We should hand out NFTs at BlizzCon.
I feel
Make
like
our own meme
NFTs
coin?
are kind of over.
Yeah, they're done. They're done.
Damn. Well,
Well, they
I
don't
feel
need to
like-
be.
I
They
feel
don't
like
need to
3
be in.
years
It's not like
ago.
they're going to actually be worth anything, anyways.
Yeah, it's but,
they might be.
you know, when it was like in the news and like hyped, it might be funny to be like, here's a link to an NFT. But right now, it's just like, I feel like the word NFT makes me go like, ooh.
Can
You
we make
know?
Mage table coin at least
Yeah.
that you can bid on a MDLC?
Yeah, the Mage table coin. We actually do have like a online coin, but it's not worth any money unless people
Yeah.
start selling it on these other
Well,
sites.
I'm trying to figure out how to incentivize people to do some of that market.
People are using it a
Maybe
ton. They
people
would-
use it to
uh,
get carries.
We could ask Hawktua Girl. She did some stuff with that, didn't she?
Hey, she got
Yeah,
away
she
with
did a
it. She
huge
got away
scam.
with it.
Mm-mm-mm.
She just
I
dropped
don't
off the
know.
face of the earth for like 8 months and then
That
came
kinda
back with
stuff-
more
Went to bed.
podcasts.
that kind of stuff moves slow, especially with like coin scams and stuff, because there's not like
Scrap.
foundational legislation.
Scrap.
But when one of
There's
those coins
no-
goes down, there's gonna be a ton of lawsuits all at once.
Our
I think.
entire government right now is based off of shit
That's
coins.
true.
It's
Yeah,
not-
when we have the fucking scammer in chief, like it's not gonna happen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No politics.
There
Sorry,
you
no
go.
That's
Yeah,
politics.
Lythian's
you-
guy. He likes
Here-
it.
Yeah, Lithian, tell us about your guy.
We don't have anything
No,
else to talk about, Lithian. Let's talk politics. Let's just
We're
get
not-
into it.
we're
Let's
not
break,
talking
break
politics.
into the space.
No, I don't want to.
Now watch this drive.
I don't need- I don't
Now
need
watch
that
this
trouble in my
Sylvanas
life.
for president. By the way, people loved your cameo, Lithian. They said it was awesome.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments.
They want
about
more
it.
of it.
Oh,
I was, and again, I
more,
think
more
I don't know.
cameos.
Yeah, we're gonna write a story and have all the voice actors from WoW narrate it and do
Yeah.
like a storybook.
Very expensive.
I usually get the cheap furries for Scrap and Flux.
I love
so-
it. The cameos are the funniest fucking
I
thing
did-
to get.
I
love
did
it.
get Island Boy for Frank that one time.
Yeah, Island
I'm
Boy.
the
You guys
Island
remember Island Boy?
Yeah.
Aren't they in jail?
Boy, do
like...
I.
No, dude, they're doing cameos. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
I think they fled the country.
Anyways, now that all those people have clicked off the video, let's talk about WoW again.
What are you talking about? This is the kind of stuff I love listening to people yap, but maybe
If
that's
we're
for the
gonna make it,
girlies.
we just hit the 1 hour mark. If we're gonna make it to 2 hours, Ioski, I need you to vape, man. I need you to
pick it up.
drag it out.
Remember that podcast Scrap made us watch about that Marvel Rivals thing, and they had
No.
like the random
Oh.
old dude in the middle of it
Yeah,
just drinking
Gabe.
like a diet Dr. Pepper or something.
Yeah.
We need someone like that. We need someone
Gabe.
like that. To...
I watch that podcast 4 days a week, like so. But that's the kind of vibe. That's the kind of podcast I like to listen to, where people are just like shooting the shit. Like it's very low impact. Like you don't have to concentrate
Honestly,
that hard.
I think our viewers just want to hear us yap.
Our viewers just want
They're
2
not
hours
coming
of
to us for
content.
news. They're not coming
Yeah.
to us for, insight and
I-
tips and tricks.
It's a
I was
perfect
gonna-
like diagonal for us.
Since I see Anti Tasto up there, I was going to ask Frank how he's feeling with BDK.
He did pretty good yesterday in the 12s we did.
It keeps me on my toes because I'm anxious at all times. Is that what you want to hear,
Mm.
Lithian? Blood Death Knight
Well, no, I just
tanking?
want to hear how you feel about it as well. Because
I'm-
it's my favorite tank.
I'm not liking it more than Prop Paladin, but I'm probably liking it maybe the second best.
Yeah,
There's,
I think people that tank have their favorites. They always have their
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 times yesterday when I was healing you that like your health was low for a while, and then I would like lay on hands or something. But for the most part, you were pretty like standard BDK. I don't think there was anything like concerning about the way
Yeah.
you played it or anything.
It's,
That's good because he's not getting any heals from me.
There's some
well,
blood DKs that you play with as a healer that will do like the first pull in a dungeon, and you'll just see him take that first hit, and you'll go, "This guy has no idea what the fuck they're doing," and you did not give me that impression.
Yeah,
so.
I'm trying really hard to learn that with the intent that I know once we start the season, I'll have Lythian and Haywire give me gaff about it. But
Yeah,
there were points I did a quick key today during lunch while I was waiting for a meeting, and I hit one health at one point,
One health.
and didn't trigger purgatory. And I just thought to myself, is there something going on with DK where like it kind of builds in a little bit more of a buffer before purgatory hits? Because
No,
to see it
there's-
one is like a miracle.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's a defensive that goes off when you drop below 30%, I think.
Is
if
it
I recall.
is it
Oh, okay.
Divine's shield? Like
No, it's not like that. But there's something. I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I played it, like actually played it. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how you do.
actually, while we're talking about
What
this,
up?
because I found well, I didn't find it, I just saw a tweet. But I saw something I thought would be really good for us, because you guys are always complaining about it. Here, I'll pull this back up on the screen. So
you
there
got
is
that Corey May bookmarked, huh?
yeah. Well,
think
there's
she created-
I think it's like Mythic Dungeon Tools. Next Pull is the add-on. Here, she said.
Oh,
that.
I've seen her on Instagram.
Yeah, Next Pull Tracker. And what it
Oh.
does is it puts
Oh,
like a
that's
little
cool.
heads-up display at the top, telling you your pull
Mhm.
count and what mobs you can expect to see with a little map of
It's
it.
cute.
Right? That's kind of what I'm hoping Blizzard does one day. I mean, maybe not to this extent, of course, but so I'm gonna recommend if you guys want to pull that for next season
You're
to make
gonna
life a
do
little
it?
bit
Yeah,
easier for
I'm
you.
gonna
They're gonna
get
do it
that,
when I'm not tanking.
I'm gonna get that add-on, and anytime anyone does any poll, I'm just gonna be like, "The fuck is this poll? What is this?"
Dude, I had to, because I heard I had scrap tripping in the back of my head earlier today because I did a key on my mage, and the tank was pulling it was Magister's Terrace, pulling some random shit, right? And it was fine. It was a 12, so I didn't really care until we got to the hallway and he pulled like 3 of the healers, which have the debuffs.
No.
And I just simply said like, hey man, those healers are a little too much. You should try to keep them 2 at the most, right?
Oh.
And he just goes, well, maybe you should try some 20s. And I'm like, wait, what? I
Yeah,
looked
what
at his
do you
IO.
mean?
I looked at his IO and he's like, the highest key's done is an 11. And I just go like, okay, well, just wait till 12s then. I don't know what to tell you, man. That shit's deadly. And then from that point on, he unraveled. Like,
yeah, he was pissed.
No,
Frank, you have such a way of saying something like that sounds so fucking
over
rude.
text,
And
by
you're
the way.
always like, what, dude? I just gave him like a tip, but it's the way you say it is like
it's
at
a
the time you
text. How
say
do
it, it
I-
always
what
comes
do you
off
mean
so
the way
rude.
I said it?
Dude, you just don't have the sense like in your body of like when
I think it's called tact.
you're gonna piss someone off.
I think it's the inverse, because I feel like if it was in chat, there would be a little more tact to it, as Lythian has pointed
Yeah.
out. But
It's
what
the
I
way you
don't
type, I don't
understand is,
know.
it's again,
I
I
wasn't
don't the
there.
way is it because I use
I'm telling
punctuation?
you.
I don't know what to tell you.
Did you
Like,
type,
No.
did you type it in all caps? Like,
no,
what
of
did you
course
do?
not.
No,
you know I don't
no.
type like that.
I know. I wasn't there. I missed it. I'm so
It's about partially about the timing, right? Like, you know,
No,
especially
we
if you
wiped.
wipe or something.
We wiped, right?
Like,
And-
you
Well-
know, he might know what happened. He's like, oh yeah, fuck, I forgot.
no,
and
no.
then somebody's like
No,
telling
that's the
him.
thing. It would have been an entire, like, I could totally understand if he was just like frustrated with me because I pointed out something that was obvious to him.
Did
right?
you whisper it or did you put it in party chat?
I just put it in party chat. I was like, hey man,
yeah,
just don't do
no,
this.
no.
Kids,
I
And
feel
you're,
like
like, calling him
whispering is
out.
worse.
No,
kids
whispering's
need
better.
immediate
Whispering's better.
feedback. Kids need immediate feedback in front of everybody. That's the rule.
No,
So-
if you do it in party chat, it's like it's kind of dickish. If you're like actually trying to help somebody, you whisper them, I think.
So anyways, right? To the
Oh,
point
my
where
goodness.
he's like, I'll tell you this because I knew it was a bad jab, but I just had to do it because of the way he was
But
talking.
yeah,
about
you made it
20s.
worse.
No, I made it worse.
No,
I made
it's-
it worse. Absolutely. I'll take full credit for that. When we got to because you know after the next boss is that really big pull, right? Because he said you should see how they pull in 20s. He was doing like, you know, that one hallway and then the mini boss at the end. He broke
Yeah.
that into 3 different pulls, right?
Oh,
He did half of the hallway and then the other half and then the mini
that's
boss,
so
right?
annoying.
Which
And so
is
again,
this?
I'm annoyed at
Because
this
you had
point.
made him self-conscious about his
Magisters.
polls being
Oh,
too much.
Magisters.
So he
So
was
at
taking it
that
easy.
point,
Hold on,
I said to him, I said, hey man, in 20s they pull this together.
Was there-
And I'm not
Frank!
joking. I'm not joking, Scrap. From that point on, every pull afterwards, he was like in like some sort of panic. We went to the last boss and he just kept fucking up everything. It was
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I didn't say another word to him.
ruined
I
it.
just left it at that, but I was like,
You
holy
said
shit.
it all. You ruined it
Well,
though.
hold on,
He's
Scrap,
already
like-
feeling so bad about himself. Like
I gotta
was this
take
like
that.
was this like Toxie Jar bad? Did you bring up the Toxie Jar at all yesterday?
no, it's
I'll
only
put
against
it,
us.
I put $10 in.
Oh, it's only against us.
You
put
no,
what?
I put it in. I put
You
$10
put it
in for that.
That's very
Alright.
admirable. I wasn't there for it, so I missed out. I would have.
I wouldn't put it in if I didn't say that in 20s they pull this. I felt like that was an unnecessary jab.
That's tough.
Damn.
But yeah, Scrap,
Sounds like you guys had
download
a
this
good
shit.
time.
Lithian, download this shit. IO, if you still play ever
Send
again,
me
download this shit.
send me the link.
No,
Send me the link.
I'd go raw
Um,
no add-on. So
What do I have to do to convince you to rename your Death Knight to Fappy Hands, Frank?
That is not gonna happen.
I thought about that at work earlier today. I'm like, that'd be a cool Death Knight name.
let's
and,
Well,
look
I'm not
on
even
Radio
allowed to
IO how
use
many
slappy
people have
hands
fappy
anymore.
hands.
oh,
Lithian says I'm a noob for using slappy hands.
how are you?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
know.
you should-
I have a preference. I
You
have a
should see
preference.
20s, I guess. I don't know.
you
Yeah.
should see 20s
Frank,
is
if
gonna be
you
like
do
the new thing.
20s, if you do
Yeah.
20s, you're not gonna see slappy hands.
I'm gonna say
I
that to
hate say
Zigla. I'm like Zigla, you should see 20s.
All right, what
But,
else we got to talk about? So, okay,
Anything
so
that
some people in
you're,
our Discord wanted to talk about the PoddyC's episode this week.
Okay.
For those who don't know, PoddyC just did, and it was a totally innocuous episode. They just needed something to fill their content because there's nothing going on.
Is this the question?
Yeah, this is the quote unquote question of the week. So I think it was Requiem, maybe someone else brought up that they had a tier list, and it was what was it? Not I'm using the word toxic, but what did the word they use? They said the most unethical things to do in WoW, and they had a tier list of like super unethical to not unethical at all. And when it came to the FOTM rerollers and the meta party builders, the people who only build parties via meta, they put them both in the lowest tier of unethicalness.
Oh, yeah,
Like it's the
Potty
most
C, we said,
unethical or
right?
the
No,
least
the least
unethical?
unethical. Right?
Did we say
Okay.
Potty C or the bench? This was the Potty C,
This is
right?
PoddyC, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a
don't watch those terrible
victimless crime,
productions.
right? Like if they want to do it, who cares?
Well,
I
so
like the
yeah, I
unethical
mean,
hoops.
they asked what I thought about it, and I said, it is what it is. Meta's gonna like. My problem isn't with the idea that you want to build the quote unquote best group possible.
Mhm.
I just like, I think fundamentally people are misunderstanding what they're doing for themselves. So by that means it's not unethical, but like they're hurting themselves. I heard the whole tier list, and I just kept thinking of the word toxic, right? Like, is this toxic behavior to Dorky went on a rant about how he sells his UI. And then even
Yeah.
went so far to say that if Bigwig started charging for their add-on, people would be okay with it. And both like Dratnos and Max were just like, whoa, dude, what? No way.
Yeah.
But I just thought, like, is it toxic? No, it's not really toxic, but it's just like you're hurt. I really feel like you're hurting yourself. For the person who changes the FOTM, unless you're of course like the best of the best, you're just not playing at your best. See Scrap changing to Devour.
Excuse me.
Oh gosh, it's rough.
And
I mean, Devour is doing better than me and Keys. They do so bad. I'm telling you.
well, okay, so that's someone pointed that out. I think in the comment they said like,
Yeah.
like how many bad Devours have I seen? But
Yeah, that's like the new arcane mage. Like it's tough to pug it because they're so pull dependent and they're so punished from dying or like erratic pulls, right? So it's like in a clean group that's running 20s through 23s, like they're gonna do hella fucking damage because everything the pulls are so scripted.
Sure.
And also they're good at it. I'm not saying that I
Right.
would be amazing if I was in this scenario either, but like Devour is a good example of it because it's really simple. It's the flash you do spec. It's super cool. It does a ton of damage. Everyone wants to play it. But in reality, especially if you have erratic, like low keys where there are mistakes and things, it fucking sucks.
Well, here's the thing too, is like in something like Devour or Shadow Priest, in a lower key, they're just assuming they're playing whatever they go on like Wowhead, they see whatever like the recommended build is. They're going to be doing lower damage no matter what. So I think judging them based on what they might do on a damage meter in a 12, which I think is where a lot of this is kind of coming from, isn't, not to say it's not fair, because obviously they could still just be not great, but I think you're not really seeing that like Devour in its most like hyperbolic time chamber like environment either. You're not seeing it at its absolute peak. You're kind of just seeing it in the wild.
Yeah.
Same with something like
I see a
Og,
lot
too.
of pugs have one in their group, so they're very numerous, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, I haven't been able to really observe them in pugs to see how good they're doing because I am one. So no one's gonna take two. That would be psychotic. Like,
Lythian?
yeah.
I have. Let me tell you, Scrap. I did get a chance to play Mistweaver a couple of times with Frank was tanking, and it's actually really enjoyable just to hit sprint and crane kick a lot.
I think I'll like it, like because operates like a melee DPS for the most part.
I was watching this Eisen guy. He had a video about the highest cast per second for different classes and things, and Mistweaver was up there because they have to hit spinning crane kick so many times, like back to back, over and over again.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you just spamming.
I mean, I like high APM classes. Like I really like Fury.
That's not
for that.
not high APM.
Oh, it's not.
I mean,
Well, because it's a healer, right? For a healer.
1. That's all you're
right.
doing.
Well,
That's still APM.
I know, but it's
What are
not
you
like
talking about?
a thought process of APM.
That's even better. Fucking even better. I get to press buttons really fast and not have to think about it. Like that's the APM I'm talking about.
You still have to take care of like spot healing when people stand and stuff, and single target like bosses and things. Like when I was playing Mistweaver, it was super. Like I played my Resto Druid, then I played Mistweaver. It's so much easier to play Mistweaver right now.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope they don't change it too much and make it
They
stupid
will.
hard.
They're not
even
going
if
to
they
let
do,
that
you'll
spinning
still
crane
like it a
kick
lot,
thing
Scrap. I
happen.
think it's right up your alley.
I want to get back on the subject of like, is it toxic to play a meta switch to the meta? Because I'm kind of with them. I don't think it's toxic. I think it's a little bit like I don't want to say like a little bit. It's like a yellow flag, right? Like I mentioned this before, is that like if you switch the meta, right? You either intend on doing these really high keys and you want the best, you're already a good player and you want to get the most bang for your buck, the most like oomph for your skill. Like that's somebody like Zigla who picks a meta and plays it you know, really, really well. But I feel like the more common reason people switch to the meta is because they're lower skill and they want to get as much bang for their buck, but for other reasons, because they can only put out so much and they'll go a little bit further if the class is kind of giving them the training wheels they need, right? Like gives them that extra push to get them a little bit higher because they don't have the skills to make an off meta class work. So both of those, I think, like the reason I play my classes aside from the wheel is because I think they're cool and I like the
You know,
character, I like the way they play, and I find that to be more honorable, I guess. But do I find it to be unethical to do the other way? Nah, dude, whatever. Who cares?
scrap.
Hmm.
One of the number one unethical things is padding.
Okay,
You're
well, no,
so you're
yeah. So
so
I'm not saying
unethical.
I don't participate in any unethical practices. Hold on, I can't read it. It's too small. Can you
You
zoom in
I
on it,
can't
Frank?
because it's a video.
You can
you
scrap if you
you are the
scroll
most
forward.
unethical
Okay, hold on. Gift
person.
wrapping, not applicable to us. Officer
No.
loot, not
Well,
applicable.
yeah.
Padding, yeah, padding Sims and padding. Fuck off. Let me do my thing. Do I think it's unethical? Yes. Do I do it?
Oh,
Yes, also. But
oh my goodness,
does
that's funny.
everybody else do
By the
it?
way,
Absolutely.
above selling UI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Also,
valid. I
actually,
think.
scrap. There were a couple things like, look, never prepared. The person who just like, oh, I'll be there, and just shows up randomly. That's you,
That's scrap.
right?
Oh,
The
Obama
the
Flask, right?
biggest
Like,
my biggest
Never interrupts.
complaint this season has
yeah.
been the padding you guys do. Like you won't kill the stuff that is still alive. You'll go straight to the next pack. It used to drive me
Dude, if I'm
nuts.
holding a nuke, I'm not gonna blast it on one man. I'm gonna blast it on the
Wha-
pack.
Oh,
Like,
Can I? Okay, so let's jump into next week's episode while we're at this, because this is something I feel like we'll dabble in. So
what are we gonna
next
talk about
week
next week?
we have Sperry, the unofficial WoW therapist.
once you
I
pull
don't know
up
who that
her
is.
channel
No,
here,
I'll put a I'll
the
put a
vid-
thing.
okay.
And well, actually, she might be streaming right now. Let's see. Anyways, she is the unofficial WoW. No, she's not. Therapist, and we thought after our hard-fought loss in MDI, and honestly, after Tuesday's key runs where I was so frustrated with Scrap and others for their donkeytude, that we needed professional help. All right. And so what I would like to talk about with her is our obviously reasons that we have our infighting, like Lythian constantly gaslighting me. But also I thought it would be a good idea for us to talk in general about the things that are really toxic within the gaming community, especially within WoW. And of course, like the idea of what happens with you're a tank and some mage in your group tells you that they pull 20s like this. And like what kind of effect it has, and otherwise things like what you could do to like combat it and how you can keep yourself sane and you have a good mental. But what I wanted to ask the viewers was, if you guys have anything you think that would be really good to talk about that are maybe toxic things you experience with both your own, like your group like us with E-Team, or things that you experience as a pug that you really feel like might require some emotional strengthening and workshopping with a therapist, put them in the comments. Let us know what you would like to talk about, or for us to talk about with Sperry when she gets on. She will be our special guest next week, and I'm really looking forward to that episode to finally work out, what's really getting Lythian to hire people to put comments in our
I
YouTube
can't wait to
videos.
have
Listen.
Frank Lythian couples counseling.
No.
Like-
I want everyone to remember who the nicest guy in our community is. Okay.
Right.
Can we talk about real quick, because we have a little special chat for Sperry to talk to us, and how, like, Lythian, you've been unhinged, man. You went full fucking crazy in that chat.
When?
In that chat with her. I feel like if I were her making her first impression of you,
there.
what's that?
Dude, I just love that
Talking.
she just spams her little emoji of her writing in the notebook. I'm just like, I just picture that around, just like pages upon pages.
She probably
No,
has
that's-
notes on all our mental disorders already,
just
like
normal.
just based on our
That's
chat.
normal nice me. I don't believe in all this, but I do think that everyone should know I am the nicest guy in this community, and I
Yeah.
am never toxic, and I never say anything mean about anybody, especially like Stoop. He's one of the best guys
I wanted
ever.
to call
Lithian
something out
cares.
that Frank
I
said. 'Cause
care.
I do have this suspicion that Frank is hoping that she's gonna
Frank
talk
die?
some sense
Oh.
into us for being so hard on him. But I just want to say when he was framing it today and he said these are some examples of what we're talking about. For example, what to do when you're frustrated with someone failing, or what to do when a teammate isn't pulling their weight, etc., etc. Those felt both very targeted to the rest of us and not him. Like he's like, these are problems that we have generally, but then you're saying problems that you have with us specifically.
What? You have a
Like-
problem with someone telling you to please interrupt something? I'm sorry, I'll stop doing
No,
it.
but I'm just saying
Oh.
that I feel like that's very telling, and I'm hoping I'm gonna get in the back chat with Lithian. We're gonna find a way to get it turned onto you.
I
think
would
it's
love
gonna
for
be-
that
We'll
to
be
happen.
hard.
Scrap.
I'm
I
sure
would
it
love
just
for that to
naturally
happen.
will. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
It's gonna be natural, right? Like,
I'm going to here's what's gonna happen, Scrap, right? It's gonna start off very innocent, right? And I'm gonna try my best to not dominate the conversation, but then it's gonna open the door for you and Lythian to do what you did
Yep.
to Sally, our AI bot, where she's gonna by the end of the episode be like, yeah, fuck Frank, he's an idiot. Who likes him?
I'm gonna-
be like, you're a
I'm gonna be
therapist.
pulling- I'm gonna go
you.
through that stream where we failed keys on Tuesday. I'm gonna pull clips from it.
Please.
Like,
What
Yeah.
are you gonna pull? What's
yeah, no, I've got clips.
Are you
I've
gonna
got
pull me
clips in mind.
sighing like
Yeah. I'm gonna pull that kind of stuff. Yeah, the passive
or is it gonna be
aggressiveness,
a clip of me going, guys, please stop leaving mobs behind, they're killing you.
Yeah. the passive aggressiveness, the non-passive aggressiveness.
Sure.
You know, like
Okay, I'll take that on the chin because I'm trying not to put money in the toxie jar.
right.
Oh, no.
I'm
This
just
is
saying there's a
gonna
lot to
destroy
work
us.
with. And viewers, if you want to put in the comments what mental disorders you think that we have, and like
Oh,
just like as a
no.
gambling
That's
thing,
okay.
like let's see what she pings. What have you guys noticed? What do you think she's
I
gonna
don't think
notice?
it's gonna be that serious. Like I don't think it's gonna
No,
go
it's gonna be
that
light.
realm.
You guys, it's gonna be light. It's gonna be silly.
it's gonna start light, and then you guys are gonna fucking
See, Frank wants us to have
wind me
real
up.
therapy.
Honestly, when you first said this was gonna be a thing, that's actually kind of what I pictured. I'm like, it's gonna start out kind of light, you know, everyone's just gonna kind of be talking, and then one person's gonna say one thing, and then the floodgates are just gonna open up, and all of a sudden it's gonna become real.
No, I was
going to-
saying it's gonna be like that Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they go to therapy, where they're just like each so completely fucked up that the therapist has nothing, doesn't know what to do with them.
Lithian's going
That's
to just
the-
keep throwing curveballs where he's gonna say things like, I'm the nicest guy. And at one point she's gonna be like, Lithian, we need to have a talk about an actual disorder I'm worried that I need to diagnose you with.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Well, we might need to have her monthly, Frank. Can you put her on
I think-
retainer?
yeah.
Like,
We might have to start paying her at some point. That's probably
Yeah.
not a great idea.
yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. But point is, we'd love to hear your comments on what you guys think we should brought up. I will say that I hope we build a stronger mental for myself around the toxic jar mostly, but also for going into the next season of MDI, because I really do want to try to push. And I think we need to just kind of, should we bring Haywire in for it too?
No, it's
I'm
already
telling
gonna be too
you-
many. I feel like 5 people. It's gonna be hard to get
Yeah.
words
No,
in
look,
edgewise, right?
Frank tanked the other day, and he put himself on mute. He got a little taste of what it's going to be like next season. And it's going
I
to be
went full tilt when Zigla, I think it was Zigla, was like, well, yeah, what do you expect? He pinged all that stuff, and I didn't ping it.
Yeah, Aor pinged it.
And I'm like, Christ almighty, now Zigla's doing it.
Yeah.
it was so dude, I laughed so hard. Like
Wait,
it was
what had happened? Was there like a wipe or something?
No, probably, yeah.
It was just he was in a key like on his tank,
DK.
and
DK.
you know
Right,
he's
right,
like
again,
really
had just hit
undergeared
level
for a
90, right?
14,
And we're
and
doing a
so
14.
he was like not keeping up, and we were all giving him a really hard time.
No.
about it.
Yeah. No.
Well, you weren't keeping up with the odd pulls and stuff, like the
What?
you know. Yeah, there,
Oh,
like there
wow.
was too
He
much being
says-
pulled,
he says
and the
you pulled
DPS was
bad.
getting picked up by the birds.
Yeah.
right.
What?
And we
Okay,
weren't
so
able to
let's
manage
recap
it.
real quick. We go into a 14 with 2 warlocks and a devourer hunt, demon
Yeah.
hunter. And every single plague bat, whatever the thing, the thing that picks you up and takes you in the air, in Pit of
Yeah.
Sauron, every single one of them takes the person to their death.
Yeah.
And you're putting this on me?
But you should have adjusted the polls because we didn't have the DPS. And then you were saying something
Oh,
about like, oh, we didn't have the DPS to get through this poll or whatever.
I
It's like, well, yeah,
dude,
whatever DPS
Frank,
was dead.
When did I
you
say
Like,
that?
really should have adjusted your route for the
yeah,
comp.
we
I
need
mean, come
adjustment.
on.
We need an
come
on the
on.
fly adjustment.
This is gaslighting at its best. I
This
cannot
could've been
wait to talk
That's how
about
I
it.
easily
remember it.
preventable if when
Yeah.
Frank brought his level 90 to the table, you guys just did like a 10 or something. That probably would have been a better result.
Oh no, we
We
were
did
having a
tens.
good
We were
time.
getting
Plenty
bored of
tens,
them.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
Yeah.
it was a 14. Okay.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we did a couple of hierarchies, like with
He
my
was
hunter.
he was fine for the 14. It's just we had a really shitty comp and then a really undergeared tank, and it was like we had a wipe, like
was
Can I
whatever.
point
I was
out that she's now saying it was fine, but just not 1 minute ago she was saying, yeah, he just wasn't he wasn't keeping up, and it's like, what
No,
are
I
you
mean, like-
talking about?
Like if we have a weird comp and an undergeared tank, it's kind of like that's kind of
Well,
tough. Like you probably
My
expect
tank
wipes.
had nothing to do with what was I did
No,
Purgo a couple
so
times, of course, but
the
Yeah.
problem is the tank wasn't communicating
Yeah, the tank wasn't
because
communicating.
he was on mute.
He muted
Going
himself.
nonverbal.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm not
Wait, the
gonna get worked
leadership,
up.
man. The leadership wasn't
I'm not
there.
gonna
It's not
get worked
often
up.
Frank will go mute, so it must have been
He
a
went mute for the
special
whole
kind of,
key and the whole key after it. He like popped in
I
to
just
say like
it was-
one thing and then
I
muted
just
himself.
found that it was one of those things where you could tell the three of them were ganging up on me, right? And I just
Yeah.
knew that if I gave them an inch, it was going to be my demise. So I just said,
I
I'm
was
just going to
watching.
mute myself.
I was just watching the keys.
I
Yeah,
just
Lythian
because I
was-
was still
Lythian
listening,
was-
right? Like they asked me questions
Yeah.
like, "Hey, are you gonna interrupt this or whatever?" And I'd say yes, right?
You
but-
type it.
Yeah, but I just knew that if I had my comms open, they would say the shit that they were saying, which by the way they continue to say as we kept going.
Well, yeah, it was even easier when you weren't talking
Yeah,
and fighting
right?
back. Like-
and I just said I'm not going to get myself worked up.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, after a little while, they did stop. So thank God.
Well, we got bored. Like you
Yeah,
weren't making
I
any
know.
reactions.
I know you're just doing it to wind me
Well,
up, which again, I'm
Yeah. At
happy to
some
talk
point
to a
I left.
professional about.
Yeah.
So I left at some point to go do what I had to do.
It was
but-
towards the end of the night. We were done after that.
I'm gonna immediately kick off next week's episode saying, okay, so these guys bully me, and I have a problem with it.
Yeah, but
You
then we're gonna
bully
explain why
us.
you need to be bullied. You're insufferable if you're
no.
not bullied.
Oh no, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I
That's gonna be
remember
rough.
I get
somebody
power hungry.
one time, and I don't want to say who it is because I didn't want to catch anyone on any unnecessary flack. But I remember them saying Frank gets bullied because he's very bullyable. I don't remember.
That sounds like something I would say. Like,
That sounds like Stoop. Stoop would say that.
I don't think so. Stoop's the one who gets
Are we
bullied
gonna
by
guess?
Frank.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with F and ends with Lux Tangent.
Oh yeah, he would probably be proud to have that. But like Frank's like the so Frank's like the dad who's we're like the dad who's beating up Frank, and so he's the school bully beating up Stoop. You know what I mean? Like
Stoop.
no,
Yeah,
you're
dude.
that's why you are always beating up on Stoop.
Poor Stoop.
What?
Poor
Stoop.
Stoop.
Stoop's
Why
terrified
do
of you,
you-
man.
why do
He's
you-
terrified of you.
Yeah,
like this.
Stoop's terrified of me because we'll be sitting in a raid, and as a raid leader, I have to say, "Stoop, what are you doing? Stoop, what are you doing? Stoop, what are you doing?" Like what? That's
He's
not
just
bullying
dancing
him.
around. It's fine.
But
Don't worry
because you
about him.
scare him, so he loses what he's doing
Oh my
when
God, this is
Dude, honestly, that would be a good idea for an episode because we were talking the one day about how Haywire absolutely destroyed Stoop in his development. We should talk about what it takes to develop a new player to the game and
I'm
what you should
fixing
do.
him. I'm really good at fixing
not-
Stoop.
you're
I just
not
ran out of
actually.
energy.
Because I do think there's a right and wrong way to do it. for
Yeah,
sure.
I think I'm the best teacher. Like honestly,
Maybe.
Do you
Who knows?
think
he said,
do you
maybe."
think the one button rotation has led him to be better or worse?
I don't
I
know
haven't
because I'm
played
not
with him
sure if he
enough to
uses
know,
it.
honestly.
I need to watch his stream, like, and see how he's using it.
I worry at this point him using it, and again, nothing against Soup, he's doing fine, but I worry that him using it though causes him to go into cruise control mode, and then he misses.
No,
like,
but
the
I
emergency
feel
stuff.
like since it's come in, it's helped him focus on other things like kicking and like where he is and using defensives and stuff. He's at least kicking somewhat. Like I see him kicking. He used to not last season. He didn't kick one time the whole dungeon. Now he kicks and stuff and uses defensives.
Oh man, if you're listening to this, please go back like 10 seconds. Just look at Frank's face.
Yeah,
like-
that's what I'm talking about. The bullying.
Again,
of course,
bullying,
Steve.
yeah.
He's trying so hard, and he's honestly doing really well in raid. Like he's killing it on the meters and stuff. More scripted stuff. It's just thinking on your feet. Going from raid to the Mythic Plus environment is tough because you have to be really adaptable.
I'm not going to.
I think Haywire is the problem. with
Yeah, but
Stu.
there's
Haywire
a
coddled him
lot.
too much, told
It-
him what to do all the time, and then he couldn't do a key without Haywire, right?
if someone's coming to the game, they need to want to learn themselves because they need to
Right.
teach. They need to figure out what teaches them. Like someone
Mhm.
needs to one day log in and go, okay, I'm gonna do a Mythic Plus key,
Mhm.
and then fail it and go, okay, why did that go wrong?
Yeah.
And then figure that out, get their first one timed, and then they'll be hooked. They'll be like, okay, I'm kind of getting this now, you know.
Yeah.
And like when you just constantly are trying to tell someone what to do or lead them, or I think that kind of they become dependent on that.
Yeah.
But like you lead the horse to water, but they have to drink it, right? Like you can't be the one
Yeah.
sticking their head under the water while they're
Yeah.
drowning.
I do feel like
you need to put
sorry, go ahead.
you're the bumpers on the bowling alley, right? Like you need to put the
Mhm.
bumpers up to keep them in the lane, but they have
Yeah.
to figure out how to throw it down the middle, right?
I also think that pugging is essential. Like if I were to be a teacher, that'd be an essential part of my curriculum is that like you need to go apply this. You need to run with other tanks,
Yeah.
other DPS, see,
Oh,
you might have to
pugging
pull more
101.
weight.
You need to push the bird out so they fly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, you might not do so hot in a pug, or you might realize these things aren't getting taken care of that you never see. Like for example, I hate to use Stoop over and over again, but he was tanking the Nexus point, and he asked at the end, he's playing a DK at the very last boss. He said, "Should I do slappy hands when the things came up?" It's like if you were in a pug, like you would have to know what the bosses do and what the absolute lose condition is on the bosses, right? Like you would know that
Yeah.
stuff if you were
That
out
is
on
the
your own
lose
more.
condition.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
so you would know not to ask that because you would know, hey, this is the lose condition on this boss. Like the
Did someone tell me
singular
this?
lose condition on this boss is doing what I just asked if I should do or not. Like so that's why I think
Oh.
pugging's essential so that you can see what other people are
Break other
doing.
people's keys.
No, it's good. It's a good test for your mental too, like because you're gonna get people like Frank or the guy.
I was
ran
gonna
with.
say the guy who says this is how they pull it in 20s.
Yeah,
I've
exactly. And
been
I think that needs to
pugging.
be tested and pressured, right?
I've been pugging a lot on my Survival Hunter. Survival Hunter is my character next season, right? So I've been trying to gear it up and everything. And some of the pugs are just atrocious, right?
Yeah.
So, but it helps. I mean, it does help teach you, and it
Might
helps.
be a confidence builder too to see this is how bad these people are
Well,
doing in these keys. Like
when I'm topping the meters, it makes me feel so good. And then I hang out with y'all, and it's like, well, I guess if I'm
It's-
second, it's okay.
Kind of low pressure too, because like Lythian saying, if you're going into a key with a new character and you're doing lower on like the pug damage meters, they probably, unless you're doing like atrocious, they probably aren't going to say anything. But like
Yeah,
if you're
especially,
playing
like,
with
in a 10
like your
or 12.
friends, they're gonna be like, oh my god, we're this guy, we're carrying them or whatever, and it's just like
Yeah.
it can get into your head while you're trying to like
Yeah, I did
irritating.
a key, I think it was yesterday, and I was on my mage maybe. Yeah, it was last night. I did it. Was last night the night that I muted? No, maybe
No,
not.
it was the
Anyway,
night before because I
anyways,
didn't
I
play
don't think
point
it
last
is,
was
night.
like,
last
I
night,
did
no.
one. Everyone went to bed, and I was like, I'll just do one more on my mage because I need it for my vault.
Mhm.
And I was in there with a devourer that was he was geared. He had like mostly hero track, a little mythic, right? And he was doing, I'm not joking, like 35k overall.
Frank, I'm telling you, it's very pull dependent and shitty.
Scrap. They're like auto attacks are doing that kind of level damage.
I did
anyways, that's not the
35k
point.
on a
That's not the
17
point, though,
boss,
right?
like on a boss.
We still
once
timed the
recently.
key. Everything was fine, right? And like no one said anything. It was like it
Yeah.
was obviously like I'm rolling my eyes, but at the end of the day, the key was getting done. Whatever. Like I think that's obviously like doing low DPS is not the problem. People
Yeah.
lose their shit though when they have, or if they're up against a clock, of course, and people are doing low DPS. That'll be a
Yeah,
problem,
if the reason you don't time it is because of low DPS, then
but like
especially
you
for
could
some people to
time
push
you could
key.
time 10s and 11s like with your eyes closed.
Yeah,
right?
10 through 12, although I feel like a lot of times those are some of the most toxic environments for some
Yes, they
reason.
are.
But I feel like 10 through 12, like those are totally fine places to be learning, right? Like to learn fine-tuning your rotation, fine-tuning your
Well,
class.
I feel
And
like
Frank,
people are
like,
gonna take that as a hot take though, Scrap, because they're gonna be like,
Well,
I don't know
that's
anything
fine.
about
That's
it.
what I was gonna say.
Hold
You
on,
just
hold on.
said, Frank. You're hold on. You hold on. Let me finish my thought. Frank just said, like, he's like, oh, you're gonna go brick other people's keys. Their key will go back up. You shouldn't feel bad about bricking someone's key. Like, don't just like serially brick keys. But I mean, if you brick someone's key by accident, it happens, man. That's part of the game. Like,
mean,
you
you're not
don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah, like I have a friend.
Okay.
Who I know who who lived when I lived in Virginia. Him and I used to play World of Warcraft, and you know, and we talk about it a
I
lot.
thought
And
Lithian was
we
going to
worked
go a
together for a little
roundabout way
bit.
of referring to
I
Stu
thought he was
again.
gonna call me out.
But
Like
no, no,
somehow. I have a
but
friend plays this
but
Devour.
he doesn't. He can't. He could barely do tens, right?
Yeah.
Like he could barely get tens done, and he's really not. He's not good. He's not super good at the game. He's playing a warlock, and
Mhm.
you know, for him, it's the cognitive load of just doing tens is
Yeah.
really high, right?
Yeah.
And so I think there are people. There's a large population of
Definitely.
people out there that
Yeah.
have problems with that, right?
Yeah.
And it's just trying to like, how do you help them get to that next level? And I was talking to him a little bit because he's like, he looked at my IO and he's like, hey, how are you like over 3,400? Like, what are you doing? And like, I talked to him for a little bit, but you know, there's a lot of people that would love to learn how to get better, and you know, it's sometimes it's not easy for everybody. We also have our groups, we have our community, and we have our you know, our people to help us. But man, there's a lot of people that struggle, and that's okay
But I feel
as
like
long as you're
there's a
learning.
lot of ways for like if I saw somebody who's like I'm struggling to get in tens, that if I could like watch them play or see what they're doing and stuff that are like really easy steps up. Like I feel like checking, you know, checking through your guides, like nailing your rotation, like go to the target dummies, try to get close to that sim, like in like a totally even environment, right? Like you can build the muscle memory of your rotation. And I don't think there's any shame in using the one button if you're like chill and casual. Like I like leveled using the one button, and it kind of with Devour, and it kind of gave me an idea of like, oh, this is my builder, this is my spender, whatever, so that when I went to the
Scrap.
guide I wasn't overwhelmed.
Arguably, the one button may have put you in the wrong direction.
No,
as
it's
we're not
the
able
one
to push keys any longer.
sorry, the one button rotation for leveling is
Using one button
nothing.
in our keys.
It's nothing like the actual Mythic Plus rotation. Like in fact, it's totally wrong.
Wait,
Like
did you just give somebody bad advice?
no,
People,
but it gave me an idea of what here's the builder, here's the spender, here's how these things interact. Like before I went to the guide,
is it
and then I
good
was
or
like,
is it
oh, this is
bad?
how I actually use these tools, right? Like you think I'm fucking using the knowledge of the one button from like 3 months ago? Like
I worry it's actually
I
the
feel
opposite,
like
Scrap,
it.
because I feel like
Yeah, right.
one button you're not knowing what you're pressing. You're not knowing why you're pressing it, right?
Right. But if you're trying to get your feet wet and learn the mechanics of the dungeon and stuff, it might be too
Sure,
much
sure.
cognitive load to also do
But
your
don't do
DPS
that in a
rotation.
10 either.
Right.
Scrap,
But in
like,
a 10, one button's
remember that
fine.
remember that shaman healer that you yelled at me about for being toxic to and not inviting
Yeah.
my birthday?
See,
right?
that guy was struggling with the mechanics,
Yeah.
you know,
But
what he should be doing at what time, right?
don't do it at a 10, right? Go learn the mechanics in a
I
2.
think it's fine to do it at a 10. Do your
Oh
one
my
button
God.
until you're comfortable with the dungeons, with your using your kicks, using your defensives and stuff, then start to introduce the rotational.
I feel it's the exact
like,
opposite. I
cognitive
feel
load.
like what you do is you pug into some lower keys, right? Get a feel for things, obviously, but as you go, you try your best to make friends, right? Try
yeah,
your
for
best
sure.
to say, hey, like I'm, you know, at the end of the dungeon, you're last on the DPS meter. Hey guys, like you know me, I will go toxic at the drop of a hat. But if someone says to me at the end of the dungeon, you know, like I'm sitting there stewing about how shitty their DPS is, and they say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm new to the game, it immediately disarms me, and I immediately go, okay, cool, now I want to help, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I feel like you shouldn't be doing it in people's keys that matter. For example, for Vault, right? You know, people who want to get it done and they don't want to keep wiping on the last boss because they need to get 2 more dungeons done before they go to bed, yada yada yada. Where it's like, and this is, think back to us. I mean, back in Shadowlands and for me BFA when I did more keys, doing 10s at the time was just like not out of reach, but like it was just like, oh shit, this is gonna be really hard.
It was like maybe a 13 or 14 now.
Well, no,
Like,
whatever it is. No, but what I'm saying is like it was 10s then, and then you and I started playing together, Lythian and I, you know, we started doing 15s, and then we kind of made it to 20s to get our portals once those became a thing. And that was like, whoa, okay. And we were just like finding ways to learn and master our classes. Because again, none of us were playing meta. I was playing Arcane long before it was meta. You were playing Survival long before it was ever.
I was playing Fury a lot in
Fury,
Shadowlands.
yeah, right?
Yeah, which wasn't good in Shadowlands.
But the point is that like that's where we started elevating our game. I feel like that's what you got to find people who just like, you know, not taking themselves too seriously, which I hate to say, I sometimes take myself way too seriously, not because I want to, but because of time, right? Like my time's precious with kids. And when I feel like it's being wasted, I get frustrated. But
We don't. We don't take ourselves seriously.
What's that?
I said we don't take ourselves seriously.
But what happens though is that like you just got to find ways to disarm people, and it's tough because like if you get yourself invited to a key before the key starts and you say, "Hey, I'm new, forgive me," people might kick you right away. So I get it. There's like a you got to be, but you'd be surprised. I feel like if you take fault, like if that tank had told me earlier, yeah, I fucked up. Immediately disarms. What am I gonna like continue to rail him? Like, yeah, you fucking idiot, you fucked up. Oh, you already admitted that. And it's just one of those things where I guess people are so defensive about the fact that they made a mistake. And I mean, I think back to being humbled by that elemental shaman that we saw in the PTR, only to come back into game and then he humbled me.
Shout out Kev Shaman, yeah.
Yeah, Kev Shaman. And again, it's just like it just takes getting to know people and finding your friend group as quick as you can. Because Stoop gets a lot of mileage out of us, let's just say, right? And he plays
but we
better.
like enjoy the game. Yeah, he's played so much better than in War Within and stuff. He's definitely made huge gains.
But he plays
Frank,
better
don't be
overall.
toxic.
He plays better overall because he has a network of people that will continue to tell him like this is why that happened, and this is why you're doing this at this point, which the one button does not do.
Also,
the 10s will very unlikely do for you because you'll just die and everyone will get mad at you and the group will disband quickly.
Yeah, Stoop could also take a fucking beating, dude. Like he is such thick mental. Like he is got really good skin.
like,
you can give him total constructive criticism and he's like
but I
chill.
feel like none of us, and this is just for Stoop in general if he's listening, but I don't feel like any of us are like mad at him. We're more mad at like, and when we're not even mad, we're like not yelling at him. We never yell at him. We never say like, "Stoop, you idiot, we hate you." No, it's
I
like
feel like that's been said maybe.
No, like at the worst, what'll happen is he will do something that I have no fucking clue why it's happening. I will have to just watch it unfold. I might go, "Stoop, what are you doing, dude? What?" And then I'll get like, elevated. But as soon as it unfolds and just like, okay, right? It could be like so easy for as a raid leader to just someone go like, "You fucking moron!" Like, no, that's not helping anyone. Sorry,
he's got like a lighthearted clumsiness to him. Like it's not even he makes a mistake. It's not something that
he's
you
enjoyable to
look
play
at
with
and you
so
go. It's something you look at and you go, "I'm mad about that." It's like, oh, that's actually kind of funny that happened. Like
all the time,
He's got the mascot energy. I wish Flux still had. I feel
Flux
like
doesn't play enough.
Yeah, he's lost it. Now we have Stoop as our mascot.
Just think about Flux getting yeeted off the Demensis platform every time.
Oh my god, 5 times in a row.
But no, I mean, we just need people to come to our community and we can, Scrap will fix everybody.
I always take on projects and then pass them off to the next person.
It depends too. Like people like Lythian's friend, for example, I think when they're like, I need to get to a 10, but I don't know how. A lot of times their particular situation can be different. Like, for example, some person may not just understand the resources to use to improve, or some people may know their rotation, but they don't understand the next level of like, okay, there's specific packs and there's interrupts and there's mechanics you have to be cognizant of, or like this is a good time to use lust or things like that. So I think like too, on top of that, there's just you got to kind of, if you're helping somebody, you got to figure out kind of what they're struggling with and kind of tailor it to help them improve in a way that they can play themselves but also understand what they're getting out of it and how to get better.
That guy's like he's another whistle. He's just old. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure if you just start at the baseline, get in touch with the resources you have available to you. That gives you a huge leg up. Like,
I debate.
The game doesn't communicate stuff to you, right?
I debate inviting him to our community, but he has his own little community of people that he plays with. So
is it pie?
Fucking get him some keys then, bro. Like, what kind of friend are you?
Honestly, I feel like for us, it's really just finding the balance, because like I have zero problem helping people get, we do community keys at the start of the season where we'll just do like hard carries for people who are just not, they don't even show up the next week to raid. It's just like, why did I do that? But we just do it anyways.
Most people do it for our raiders who don't have time.
Well, yeah, but it's like finding that balance where I can say like, I don't mind doing that, but I also want to do my push. And when I'm in push mode, I'm in like a no nonsense mode, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I will sit there and watch Scrap get blowing off, platform after platform after platform.
Yeah.
And just go like, what am I doing with my life?
That's the balance too. And I think if you're a newer player, if you have someone who's more experienced and they don't always want to play with you, don't take offense to it, because you got to understand that that person, yeah, they don't mind helping you, but they also want to be able to play at their level. And it's not fun sometimes when you have to be playing at like a level below where you're at to like help people. So,
Yeah.
and that's why it's good to get into the pugs yourself and sometimes, and so you can help improve yourself to maybe get to that level so you guys can play together more.
That's like my biggest pet peeve is like if you put a lot of time and work into somebody and they don't like help themselves, they don't do the homework, they just
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
keep playing with you over and over. It's like, okay, like I only have so much time to play too, and I want to do the stuff that's challenging to me, like
Yeah.
But yeah, be gracious. It's like if they play with you at all, they enjoy playing with you. It's just that they're playing the game for maybe different reasons than just playing with their
Yep.
friend.
Is it
Cool.
time for comments?
Yeah.
We're
Hell yeah, we
getting a lot
made
of
it.
mileage of just yapping, so let's cover the community comments
I mean,
now.
this is a regular day for me. I yap about whatever.
Yeah.
Put a camera on me. I'm good to go.
Yep. So 1S2D L3 said, personally, I think Classic Plus should be WoW 2.0. I highlighted this comment because I keep everyone always says WoW 2.0, and I can't fathom this idea. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, in this case, I guess it means alternate reality Azeroth.
No, like a totally new. Everybody starts at 0 and they stop updating WoW 1 and it's WoW 2. It's just like Destiny 2 or Planet Zoo 2.
No, but Destiny
For
2 had an
me-
entirely different story, and
Oh, I don't know anything about Destiny 2. I was just using an example.
I think there might have been a chance early on in WoW's development where maybe eventually they could have made a quote unquote WoW 2, but I think we're at the point now where WoW 2 is actually like Legion, BFA, Shadowlands, and now we're in WoW 3, which is like Dragonflight.
It'd even be more than that. Like BC Wrath of the Lich King was like WoW 1, and then Kata through WoD was like WoW 2.
Yeah.
And then Legion through, let's call it Shadowlands, was WoW 3. We're like on the cusp of hitting the end of WoW 4 then.
You're asking...
No, but I know when people say WoW 2, I know what they mean. They want like a next gen, totally new, everybody starts at 0. This is WoW 2.
No. They want next gen graphics. They want, sorry, I ask you.
Next gen everything.
It's like what happened with EverQuest. So
I guess that's a better example than Destiny 2.
I was just gonna say, if it's like people think like, we come to this point, like maybe the World Soul Saga where they're like, okay, we're gonna do like a reset, like maybe something weird happens and now Azeroth is new or something, and now it's like, oh, we'll revamp the whole game, and now it's like we can integrate Classic and retail together. I don't think that's gonna work. I think people that like Classic like it for a very particular reason, and I don't think merging those player bases together is a very good idea.
Someone pointed out that Holly Longdale said that there's actually a pretty distinct player base between Classic and retail, and that
because you don't have time to play both.
Well, no, I mean the idea is that you play Classic when retail's in a slump, and vice versa.
I guess so.
I don't play Classic at all.
Unless
my friends do.
I have heard seen some theories that people think if Classic Plus does exist, it's going to be some kind of maybe one-time payment for it. So that'll be interesting if that's a true thing, because Classic has always been an addition onto your subscription. So if it's like a whole new thing that they develop, that'd be interesting to kind of see if people have any opinion on that.
Well, maybe they ship it and sell it like an actual expansion. Like this is a $20 expansion to Classic WoW.
Well, that's what I was gonna say about WoW 2.0 is that like every time WoW gets an expansion, they're effectively getting all the money that they would for an entire re-release of a game, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, WoW 2 is like WoW 1 is never gonna end. So like WoW 2 is like there's no like place for that, right? Because there will still be people play WoW 1. Like
and it's kind of funny because if you think about it, like people talk about wanting Classic Plus. I mean, TBC was kind of Classic Plus. I know what they mean when they say Classic Plus, but it's like they have added things onto the game in the past. So like, it's like, do you want new like things that come out in Classic Plus that are going to be new content or new expansions? are going to probably make some kind of changes to it that, is that going to be something that turns people off? That's going to be interesting to see how that
Yeah. If you
goes
change
long term.
anything, you lose people. But if you don't change anything, you might not get people. So it's like a balancing act, right? You can't make
Yeah.
everybody happy. Because what people really want is they want to be 15 again playing classic in their
that's it.
underwear
That's
in their
just not
mom's basement.
happening.
And they cannot sell that to you. Like that you can't sell that to somebody. So what can you
I
do?
agree with that wholeheartedly, and I think there's a level of it that maybe, and I don't get me wrong, I do think there are people that do enjoy the game itself for what it is, but I agree that I think that's the feeling people are kind of chasing that they're not going to be able to get, unfortunately.
Yeah, they can't capture that.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
Shu the Mighty.
Next.
Listening to y'all ranking the fights really highlights the difference between heroic and mythic in this raid. I don't necessarily disagree that much when thinking about the fights exclusively from heroic difficulty, but the fight changed so much in mythic. This would probably be my least favorite raid tier in the past 4 years. I would rank a lot of fights like Chimeras, Emperor, I don't know, the first boss,
Imperious, like the first boss, yeah.
And Dragons much higher, and rank Crown and Lura way lower. Godzilla boss is lame on every difficulty.
Nice.
I was thinking about this, like, if we didn't have to worry about the class stacking and we could just build a group of 20 players,
and if we had 20 consistent players,
would we, which we have like very close to, I think, would we, or let's say the flex mythic was like the new thing and we only needed 15 or something, do you think we'd push harder into mythic, or do you think this is just,
I feel like we'd probably fill vault in mythic, but I don't think I know that what it takes.
So,
oh no, sorry, get maybe the first 4 or something, right? But I think what it takes to get CE, I know the difficulty's been lowered since like Shadowlands and shit, but like CE is like takes a lot.
I
of
don't
work,
think the difficulty's been lowered.
A lot of time.
Almost a season-long grind, pretty much. Like you've got to want to rate it the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah, and you got to be able to sit through 400 plus pulls on a boss sometimes, and it's like I don't think any of us, we have so many casual people, and we have people who are like just coming to chill, and I wouldn't want to cut those people out because I think they bring a good energy and like to the raid. And it's like we don't play Mythic Plus with them because they're very casual and under geared, but there's a place in raid where we could have the people who are like over geared and under geared together and all having fun.
Yeah, there's plenty of I'll call them tourists that like Heckler and Gully are an example. They'll come in when an expansion or a patch launches, they'll play the content and they'll maybe do some keys, but they'll do the raid with us, and then once we get AOTC, they kind of go back into hibernation until the next.
Even go
I wouldn't want to cut them out, like, because I really enjoy playing with them.
Yeah, exactly. But they're consistent. And they show up. Yeah, they're consistent. They show up and they're
good on mechanics too.
So they're great to have too. Yeah. So I mean, I definitely don't mind having people like that, and would hate to cut them out.
It wouldn't be an or scenario more, but like, okay, so for example,
if it's an and, absolutely fucking not, because I ain't gonna play this game fucking 6 days a week.
So Laura is the example I was thinking of. Like, he's saying in this case that he would rank it much lower. He didn't like it as much. Do you feel like if we went into Mythic and then for whatever reason we just got to Lura and it was just such a slog, 500 pulls, etc., that we would start hating the raid more as a result?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like I mentioned this in the ranking, that I felt like Lura was like pushing difficult for heroic AOTC. Like, I thought it was a little too difficult to coordinate to be like super enjoyable. Like, I thought it was definitely felt a cut above in difficulty. So if it's the same way in CE, that like, and they're already like on the razor's edge of like, this is a frustrating level of difficulty, then there's a nice little curve you want to meet. It's like got to be an enjoyable level of difficulty, not a frustrating level. So I can imagine, especially with a lot of personal responsibility, that it sucks.
I ask you, you're the one that Mythic raided and then didn't return. I mean, was this a factor?
They might return eventually, right?
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Well, just that like they swapped, for example, us with Laura being high. They said no on Mythic, it's shit. And
yeah, like when we do the tier list on here, it's almost always from a heroic perspective. There's some bosses I think gain something on the Mythic, and there's some that I think can lose depending on what the additional mechanics are. And I think ultimately it just comes down to how you respond to adversity, because I think there are a lot of people who do mythic rating that don't like having to pull a boss 300 times, and there's people who maybe, for example, me, I don't love having to have a boss with a lot of pulls, especially if I pick it up earlier on. Max talks about this a lot, like when you're waiting for the worst person in your guild to
Yeah.
get the mechanic consistently. But like at the same time too, like I understand it's a process and I'm patient, and typically the bosses, I think once you finally do get the kill, you do get a great sense of satisfaction that it's very tough to beat in this game. I think once you kind of do it, you kind of get addicted to the feeling a bit. And raids like Undermine and most of Mana Forge Omega, like I look back on more favorably because I got to do versions of those bosses that not everybody got to do. And I mean that, like for example, like Styx, I think is a more enjoyable boss on Heroic than it is on Mythic, just because of what you have to do on Mythic in terms of assigning people to only do a specific area of trash and then run their ball into the bombs. But at the same time too, I think that there are some bosses that, like Nexus King Salhadar, which was already a great heroic boss, I think is even better on Mythic because of just the little things they added to make him just that little bit more challenging, that made that a really enjoyable fight. So I think it could go either way. I do think there are some bosses that people, like I said, I don't know the commenter what kind of person they are in terms of how they play, but if you're doing Laura and you're the guy and you're stupid, your guild gets killed by glaives for like the 20th time in a row, and after you
never got hit by glaives. You got to give him that. Like
after like a really tight like P3 wipe, like I could see some people getting frustrated with like that kind of difficulty.
I've seen the other podcasts talk about how heroic raid is dead. Now, I'm not wanting to put the quote as that because they might have been referring more to like, well, is gearing in heroic dead?
Yeah,
but like
I think is a fair conversation.
Yeah, but I think it's been that way for a while now since M Plus has been in the picture, right? Especially with the vault. But I just pulled up like, so for example, in Mana Forge, about 13,300 or 800 guilds killed Dimensius by the end of the season.
Is that in order? Shout out minimum effort, guild last. Talk about minimum effort.
Race guild last. I don't think it was because that was like May.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But anyways, like so far, about almost 10,000 have done it for this. Oh, this is still that's whatever. So far this.
Wait, AOTC or CE?
Just killing Lura, right? So
on what difficulty?
Heroic.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I feel like more people are getting into it just based on the numbers so far. We still have 2 months to go before we're going to see the next season, anyways, and that number theoretically should continue to grow. But like,
can we compare this to Narubar Palace, because I think the first rate of an expansion is going to have a few more people in it than maybe later ones, for example.
Well, Queen Insurrect was. Oh wow! Yeah.
Fun.
Oh wow, a lot.
17,000.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it will pick up that much. Like there might be people whose guilds are struggling with the difficulty, because I think heroic difficulty is in a really good place. But like, they need that extra bard power that we're about to get to kind of push over the finish line.
Oh shit, do we even talk about that?
What?
We didn't talk about the bard power. I skipped that shit.
No,
Let's talk about it next week. There's gonna be nothing to talk about next week also.
What do you mean? We have the therapist next week.
Oh right, never mind. The therapist next week.
Real quick. Sorry, y'all. We're gonna jump into this at the very last second. The only thing I want to call out, borrowed powers, it gets boring. We've already kind of covered it, what it does.
Yeah, you know how we feel about.
But this is what I wanted to talk about real quick. It's going to go run through the entire expansion.
Yep.
Ew, like the Heart of Azeroth or something.
Ew.
So
I don't like
we
that.
have an official expansion borrowed power, and I'm curious to see if they'll add things to it as it goes. Like each season will have more things added to it.
Maybe they got a lot of space there in that tree.
Yeah, that's what we remember. We called out the UI of it, that it looks so stupid.
Yeah, maybe it's because they're gonna add more.
It's
cool. They're gonna PoEify it.
But if everyone gets this, and it's not like it's again just chase the meta. Like, this might be the most boring borrowed power for an expansion. and
Just look at the
Ever.
visual.
Yeah,
It's
I think,
line
like,
to line to line to line. Like it's
Be-
like it's so stupid.
it not being linked to anything tangible is definitely very jarring, because before you would get a ring or a necklace, and the issue with that is if that's ever too good to where you never replace it, they nerf it. But if it's ever not good enough to where you would never wear it over like a similar piece, they have to buff it, and then it usually becomes too good to where
Well, and
they
they
have
also
to
do
nerf
it
it
way
anyways.
too late.
Yeah, and so this is probably a way to counteract that, but at the same time, at what point is it just another talent tree? Like, you're gonna have this the rest of the expansion, and are you even gonna notice you have it? Like, what difference does this make? So I think it's a step in the right direction, but I'd still like to see if they're gonna do borrowed power, have it feel a little more impactful or
Engaging or
tangible.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Hopefully. We'll see. Maybe they have something
Impactful,
really cool by the
engaging.
end of the expansion to like unravel into some craziness like corruption did.
I
Yeah,
just
I'm not gonna do a maybe they'll do this. Like we saw
I
how
get
that
it,
worked
I
with
get it,
the
I get
it.
login screen.
think that Blizzard's in their walking on eggshells era. I really hope that either in Last Titan or whatever's beyond the Worlds of Saga, they start to get into a new, like, let's just do something crazy like era.
Well, I think they
because
have to experiment with that because that's not it. That borrowed power with 3 lines is like not it. A huge UI.
All right. Back to the community
Interesting.
comments. There were a lot of comments, Scrap, calling out that your dog looks nothing like a husky.
I'm not saying she looks like a
Someone even
purebred
pointed
husky.
out they have 2 huskies, and they go, yeah. One of them said that it would just look like a cat looks more like a husky than your dog does.
What are you talking about? So,
Oh,
I'm not saying she
wow.
looks like a purebred husky. I'm saying she looks like she's got husky
When
in
are
there.
you getting the results back?
So here's the funny thing. 2 of the dog
She got
ones
scammed.
I'm gonna get within
Yeah.
the week. It says they're going through their I'm pulling up the app right now.
Are they slow rolling us and they don't even know what's going on?
Well,
Is the pitch
no.
going to
Here's the
be the
thing.
longest one?
Okay. Yeah, so it says they're on the analysis part. So I should expect results within a week. 2 of them are at that stage. The third one hasn't even arrived at the lab. Now, the third one isn't the dog in question, but when I sent them, I accidentally mixed up all the samples.
no.
So I actually don't know which one goes
my
to which dog.
God.
What the
But hold it, but
fuck?
here's the thing. If any of them have husky in them, then
Oh, so you
But-
can cheat.
no, that's what the
Do
MDL
I need
sheet
to
is.
void the MDL sheet out?
No, the MDL sheet is Scrap's dog have husky in it. So one of them, if I'm right, because
Oh,
neither of the dogs
gosh.
look anything like huskies.
You're
If
the
one of
worst.
them has husky in it, I'll know to attribute it.
Scrap. What?
What?
I want so badly to help you with your disorganization and chaos.
I accidentally mixed them up.
It's so hard, man.
I was actually sending them a message being like, hey, I think I mixed up the samples. Oh, is my puppy. So here's what I'm hoping is that it'll be obvious which one goes with which one. Because they all look really different. Like my lab mix, like he's clearly a lab pit mix. He might have other stuff in it, but I don't think either of them have lab in them, right? So I think it'll be obvious. I'm gonna go put all my money on this, by the way.
Good.
Good
More
lord.
money to take from you.
Yeah. But
More money
so
to take, yes.
if
Speaking of which,
one
I
of
need
these
to-
2 that are going through analysis right now have husky in it, like you will know within the week. If that third one doesn't end up at the lab, I'll be like, dude, what the fuck? I sent them all together. So,
Lithian,
yeah,
how do I
that's
resolve
where
this
that
one?
is.
We didn't even get to it because they just gave up on the boss.
Just give everybody their money back.
Yeah, void market.
Actually, no. The people who
Yeah.
had less under should get it because there were no deaths to
Did
glaives.
somebody bet 1?
It's true.
Yeah,
They're
pleb.
parsing out. Yeah.
I'm gonna void
I think
don't
very
it's fair.
Void
technically.
it. Yeah,
nah,
just
void
void it.
market, whatever. I was gonna say the people who had under got it because we didn't get to the boss.
All right, well there you go, everyone. Go back to MDL sheet. I'll come up with some more markets. It's not
Yeah.
much Trader Joe's
Yeah,
over.
we need more markets. But yeah, no, it's.
Is there a way to get notifications from MDL sheet? Because there's
Yes.
some markets that go up like right before a key. We'll be like, oh, put this up real
It
quick.
goes,
No,
it's
so-
notified in the isn't
Yeah,
there
it should go to the channel.
Yeah,
Can I
there's
get a
channel.
notification on my phone?
Yeah, I mean
If
we
you
can
have
have
Discord
it at
on your
you.
phone,
Yeah. Make every bet at me.
I will
So
not.
if there's like a late night key happening, it's gonna be
Lithian.
resolved in like
Look,
within a half hour.
You
I'm gonna
could,
bet
you
on it.
could make it so
Oh.
that people can ask to be notified, like a
Yeah,
I
put
was-
us in a certain
I
group. that's, like,
can, and it'll
MDL
send you
sheet?
it'll send you a DM in that case.
That's fine, same
Perfect.
So
I was gonna ask earlier, is there a way for Lythian to design like a Traitor Raid add-on that everyone can use, or is that too
Add-on?
complex?
Honestly,
No.
Io, the way it worked with the website, it was so fucking awesome. Like it literally streamlined it. If that was in the game, I guess that would be a little better, but it
It's
doesn't
probably
need to be
too
fixed.
much with like
The
the
problem
API.
is, in the game, you can't communicate with anything outside. So I can't communicate with an external website or a database or anything else. That's against the rules. So
Gotcha.
but and I don't know. It sounds like the web app worked okay. I can't track people's voting. So Frank needs to break the bad news to all of them. But
No,
I did
it
on the
worked.
episode.
It worked
I know,
fucking
but
awesome. And like Lythian, you making the website and Frank, you hosting it, like that's so cool. Like it all came together. We had such great moments. Like
the last
it's
time
worth
we
it.
did it, it was just a lot of cognitive load to Frank to keep track of who hasn't voted yet, who needs to
Yeah.
vote, and go through the whole thing. And so this makes it a little bit more visual, and everybody gets to see it. So
It was awesome.
Yep, I agree.
I appreciate it.
All right, well, let's go tear Lythian down a notch or two with a message from Fraught. My favorite part of this episode was when Lythian rejected reality and substituted his own. It was like a nice passing of the torch moment from Scrap to him.
I love this
Lythian
comment.
then responded by saying, "We are all entitled to our opinions. I respect yours. Thanks for watching. Happy face." And he hit back with, "The extra myth track items aren't my opinion."
Well, I think that there's a misunderstanding around how I did not communicate very well why my opinion
here
is
we go.
what
We're
it
making
is.
progress. Okay,
Well,
maybe Sperry can take the week off.
Yes, you do get myth items. Yes, it will boost your item level, and yes, it'll help you get geared up faster. Like those are all true things. My issues had nothing to do with any of that. It was more about just getting targeted items. Like on my hunter this week, I did Chimeras, I did the roll, I got some boots that I'm never gonna use, right? And they'll just sit in my bag and rot away.
Well, Lythian took the comment personally, but I thought it was very funny and very funnily worded. It gave me a chuckle.
I thought it was fine. I didn't take it personally.
Look, why do people other like? Why does Lythian have 4 mythic belts and 2 mythic polearms? Which dungeon drops 4 mythic belts?
It's not just one. It's not just one.
He's rolling in every dungeon that drops a belt. Like,
yeah, I feel like I
get as many
did.
belts as possible, so he can complain about as much as possible. Like,
And I went back and looked. I had 3 belts, not 4. So.
Still.
I will say if anyone ever has a comment about something we say specifically, I definitely would say timestamp it, because when I read that, I was like, when did Lythian do that? I didn't quite remember when, but
yeah.
Well, he came around, Io. He's been talking about it for the past 2 weeks about his fucking 4 mythic belts he keeps getting.
I will tell you, I feel like I've had a lot of bad luck.
Dude, the real reason, commenter, of why he has 3 mythic belts is because he keeps getting the item he wants and having to roll on a different thing, and then getting a mythic belt, and then getting the thing he wants, and then going to a different one. Like, it is working as intended. It's working well for him. He just loves to fucking bitch and complain because he doesn't get the thing he wants first try like I do.
It's not working well. I still don't have half the items I want.
Yeah, that's normal. Like, you wouldn't have half the items from dinars. You would get like 2 for the whole season.
I'm not here to rehash an old argument. I'm just telling you I don't like it.
All right,
and
I'll give you a little something, Lythian, to end on that will cleanse your palate. Okay. So Mylan, spelled MYL 3N. Damn, Frank really let himself go with all the weight he put up. Look after yourself, Frank. Be healthy.
That comment's fucked up.
I am certain that this is either a result of Lythian cameoing someone to put that comment in there for us.
No,
or you guys continue to tell everyone to put shitty comments about me in our fucking YouTube's comments.
Dude, like I think there's just shitty people who make comments. Like we know that.
I can't believe people like that.
Yeah, I liked it. I like every comment.
I went back to the community. I said, "Which one of you guys posted it? It had to be one of you guys. It couldn't have been some random person."
Mean. Like that's so mean. That's not even funny. Like
I
I mean,
thought
it was funny because of how
funny.
mean it was.
I
Like,
thought
I
it was
laughed when I
funny.
saw it.
I'm big on like if anyone has any like fair criticisms, like if you don't like that scrapper, I will say it like a lot. That's fine. Like, you know, that's something we should work on. But
If you don't
like
like
stuff
me
like
being
that,
fat, like get over it, dude.
kind of rude. Yeah, like that's kind
Well,
of
I was
rude.
called a sea hag. I don't know. Like,
We're
Yeah,
never
no,
how I'm
mean,
supposed to.
Snaggletooth.
we'll
Snaggletooth
never
sea hag. I don't know how I'm supposed to improve that. Like,
we'll never
what do you
get
want?
to a point where an anonymous person will always
Get some
have
braces.
full maturity, but I would like to encourage our audience to just be just a
I
little
read
better
it-
if you
I read it in
like
the-
us.
Be better.
I read it in
No,
the
Yeah.
dude, go full
technique.
toxic on me,
Because
dude.
this
I
is
don't
exactly
care.
what Technique would say
Yeah.
to me. He'd go, damn, Frankie, really let yourself go. The weight's building up. Look after yourself. Stay
Technique
healthy,
would
Frank.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go full toxie on me. I don't care.
I like
I
how
don't
they
care.
did the concern trolling, like look after yourself and be healthy. Like,
That-
bro.
Yeah, I
again,
know. That's-
exactly how
that's
Technique
why-
would butter up his
Yeah.
insult he
Dude.
just threw out.
I swear, I thought it was somebody in our community that did that. And
No one would do that in our community. It's just really mean.
I think it was pleb.
Well,
It was so mean it made me laugh.
gonna go
because
out there
of
and get some
how mean it
Ozempic.
was.
Made me laugh too.
All right. Last thoughts. We did make it to 2 hours, so good for us for yapping
we
about
always
what
absolute
does
do.
Lythian
nonsense.
care about? What does Lythian care about?
Yeah, Lythian,
Yeah.
what do you care about this week?
You know, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones while
That shocked
no,
me.
no.
I don't know how anyone could
While-
do that.
While
I know, I agree.
I'm so I have a Hermes AI agent. I'm creating all these AI agents, and I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff because I'm in technology, and that's just the thing to do right now is mess around with this stuff. And so
How
I
do
would
you turn
spend
out a beak?
hours. Huh?
Sorry, I was quoting Bill Wirt's video. Never mind.
Oh, I would spend hours just doing this stuff and messing around. I got a little robot here that you guys can't see.
Wait, can we
that-
see it?
Do you wanna
Scrappy,
see
you
the
pick
remember
it
that,
up?
remember that video from Minecraft
Oh.
you sent me where the AI chat
I
bot was
I
helping him
love.
play?
I watch
And it
every
was just
single
some
one of those videos.
sexy vampire just going like, listen, here's
Yeah.
what you gotta do. That's
I'm
what
obsessed
Lithian's
with that
building.
guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
The
me
one
see
I
if I-
recently posted, I literally watched like 4 times. I was like laughing so much I couldn't like pay attention to it. It was so funny. I love that guy. Shout out that guy who I don't remember what his name is. It's a sexy AI help him play Minecraft.
That's funny. Well, I've been working on this robot, and it's
You gotta
challenge,
put
right?
it, Frank. Edit in a picture of the robot that
I have
that
to edit
Lithian's
in like
gonna send.
7 things.
You're
this
already gonna
episode?
be editing in all these pictures.
Each
Like just
one is
fucking.
more fucking tedious.
It's gonna take me a while to draw this picture of Io that he's gonna post in the chat. This recreation.
What are we doing for the thumbnail?
Dude, I don't know,
Is it
man.
just us
have it
sitting
empty.
in an empty room? There's nothing going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I'll,
All right.
I'll
Yep.
Any last words? Otherwise, Lithian.
You know, if you're having a good time messing with stuff, you should just dive right in, and maybe it'll maybe it'll get you somewhere in
I feel
life.
like that was your
Maybe it
advice
won't.
last week.
Maybe it won't, but who cares? I don't think that was my advice last week. I'm messing with a lot of AI stuff, but
Hey, it's
my
building
advice
an
last
amazing
week was-
website for us, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to have an entire episode where we just talk about the nuances of ethics of AI. And you guys
Wow.
explain the technology to me better.
No.
I'll tell you all about AI, man.
Leo just asked you
I
in chat
think it's
though,
very
why is
interesting.
Midjourney so shit now?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
know
haven't
that.
had a Midjourney subscription since like 2023.
I
So
know,
when
but
it
were
was
you-
when it
were you
was legit
defending it
kind
the
of
other
shit.
day? Or was that someone else?
No, I don't have Midjourney. I don't have any of the AI art things. I gotta stand. I don't want to be a scab, you know.
Well, can I tell you that when Midjourney first became a thing, and do you remember those Balenciaga videos where they did like Harry Potter and like all
yeah, yeah, they
I-
were shitty.
I know they were shitty, but they were also funny,
Yeah.
and I did one for my group of friends, and
Nice.
that's the most fun I've ever had with AI. So can't be
No,
that
I
bad,
was
can
like
it?
an early Midjourney adopter when it was still like kind of shitty and like everything was fucked up. Like when it was making kind of abstract art and stuff, it was super cool. It was only $10 a month. Me and my friend would just sit on the couch and like fuck with it, like fuck around with it. It was awesome.
All right. Well, scrap any other last words.
I don't think so. I think I talked a lot. I'll update with the DNA results and yeah.
Come to our
That's it.
Discord to find out.
Oh, happy Pride Month. I gotta change my icon to my Pride Month icon. Yeah. And maybe if I can get these stickers out to IO, I'll put up the Pride stickers again.
Oh yeah, we need to get some more.
Yep.
All right, Iaski.
Yep, a few of them. So
Oh,
the
here we
first
go.
one is now I, been playing a bit more, and I got to finally utilize the bonus rolls and the void cores, and I actually I enjoy them. I think they're fun, and I am more willing to be if they became a more consistent thing. I don't think I would have an issue with that. I enjoy
You
how
like it more
I've been able to use them.
Dinars?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. My second thing
Yeah.
is
I don't.
piggybacking off of something Lythian said. I think the first season and then like the first 4 seasons of Game
Oh,
of
here we
Thrones
go.
are like some of the best television
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, when it
But
follows the books.
I do agree with Scrap that I do find it difficult to want to revisit great TV shows when I know they don't have great endings, but maybe that's just kind of maybe you can revisit the good stuff without necessarily
Just stop.
getting and then just stop once it stops getting good. But I'm interested in people's thoughts on that if anyone wants to comment. And then the final thing I'm gonna do before we send it off to Frank to wrap it up is I'm thinking about seeing that Backrooms movie, which I wasn't super interested in, but it sounds like it's pretty good. So I don't know if anyone's planning
I'll
on
see it when
seeing
it
that.
comes on
But
streaming.
You know that Obsession movie? That movie.
So-
Sorry, go on.
is that the one the person made on YouTube, or is that the movie that they're making now?
No, so there was a YouTuber who funded his own horror movie for like, $500,000 or something like that. And it made absolute bank, right? And that was like cool, but he kind of was like in that space already to begin with, if I remember correctly. And he just kind of like using his YouTube money and maybe some fundraising.
His audience.
Yeah, like he just kind of like built it up. And again, it was a huge success story. He paid his staff like an insane bonus. It was awesome, cool, great story, right? And then this Obsession movie. These are the guy that directed it, and there's another guy who does YouTube shorts with him. He's in the movie. They did YouTube shorts, which I'm sure like very, very popular, and he probably made some good money off of it. But like he directed this Obsession movie. It's crossed $100 million. Like that's insane.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, like horror movies
Well,
are
$100
having
million isn't like huge budget. Like it's
cost
definitely
him
not indie.
It cost him $750,000 to make. Yes, it's indie.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it cost $100 million.
It crossed $100 million.
Oh, okay,
No,
gotcha.
no.
Yeah.
No, horror
that's
movies are having
awesome.
like a golden age right now because they're so
Yeah.
cheap to make. But like on top of that, it's also really nice. Like, I mean, look how quickly that Silent Hill movie is it Silent Hill or Resident Evil? Resident Evil movie.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Mm.
That like he was the guy that made Weapons was like able to turn around within a year, and everyone's obviously super hyped for that. I'm not a big horror movie fan, but I just like
I like horror movies, but I'm exceptionally picky with them.
Horror movies were like a thing for a long time where if you weren't a franchise, it wasn't easy to get a new good one made. You had to kind of know where to find them, and especially now I think there's a ton of like direct to Netflix movies that are not very good, so there's still a lot of kind of trash to seep through, but at least in theatrical releases there's been a lot of really great ones in the last, like in the 2010s is going to go down, I think, as a great decade for horror for sure.
There was a release to Netflix that was late 2010s called The Ritual. That was a fantastic horror movie. And if you haven't seen it, and it was just a release to Netflix one.
Well, this is
so good.
This is the thing that blows my mind though, right? It's not about the fact that horror movies are good or bad, like whatever. It's the fact that the people who pay to see them are like like kids movies will always earn money if it's like a franchise or something that people get hype about. So they're like on their own little planet. But like the fact that you can make, I mean, look at Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, right?
Yeah, you make total shit.
Well, yeah, I went and saw it with my daughter, and she loved it, but at the same time,
of course, kids movie.
But it was like it was just a flat out bad movie. It had no business being a movie. It was just like mediocre episodes of the show at that, and whatever. But like it will probably struggle with how much money they had to put into it. Where on the flip side, like $100 million for a movie that if I asked my mom, do you know Obsession? She'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But like they have such a pull on a certain type of audience, I guess, to bring in that kind of money is insane. And
well, I mean, Paranormal Activity, that was made for like $1 million also.
Yeah,
it's word of mouth too. I think people want to see a good horror movie in the theater, and when you have some people go to see it and then they're like, no, this is actually like really good, you should really go see this. It's kind of, and then once that kind of starts to grow and then it starts to get a reputation, then all of a sudden more
Well, like Sinners
casual
recently,
moviegoer.
Sure, but like,
which
why
is not
doesn't
a
that
franchise
happen?
movie. Like that was like Sinners was like recommended to me by my sister, and then I'm hearing a lot of people like word of mouth, like, "Hey, this one's
I
really
think
good."
Sinners though also had like it
Oh, they
kind of
had
had like a
A-list actors in
yeah, it
it
had like a
too. Yeah.
cinephile thing going for it too because it was
Yeah,
in
Michael
B.
IMAX
Jordan.
and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no. Well, what I don't understand though is like again, not to say that Obsession doesn't earn or hasn't earned that money. It's just like, why don't we see the same thing happening for period, historical drama / like very tense thrillers about
Yeah.
like this movie that's just coming out. It's about the D-Day and how they had meteorologists predicting the storm for Eisenhower to.
That's fucking boring, dude.
No, but like apparently it's not. Apparently it's really, really fucking good,
I
right?
don't know.
But it doesn't get the
Eh.
draw, and it baffles me. It just baffles
People
me.
like sex and thrills, and that's like what horror movies gives you. It's like
So,
it's that
It's a
animal
thriller,
lizard
Scrap.
brain.
It's literally.
It's a thriller about fucking, I don't know, history shit.
I think there's probably some kind of market research, especially for like more like corporate movie theaters like Regal or AMC, where they know what they can send out that will probably make money, and then something like that movie, if it gets enough buzz, and maybe especially if it's closer to like award season, they will start putting movies like that in for like short periods of time because those people will want to go see those.
Well, and I think it's easy
Eventually,
to
but-
market this stuff, right? Because you have a YouTube short or you have a TikTok, whatever of it.
Oh.
It'll like hook people immediately. But I think you're right, Ayaski. I think a lot of it is that like the period dramas or the whatever. Like I don't mind watching that at home. It'll still be just as interesting to me. But going to a
Yeah.
movie theater to see a horror movie is a different experience.
Oh, it's the best. When I was in college, we had like the campus theater that would get the movies, like it was free, but it would get them like after
Yeah, yeah.
they were in theaters,
months
but
or whatever.
before they were on. There
Oh, I
wasn't
remember.
streaming when
We
I went
had
to
one
college
of
because I'm
those
so old.
around here.
But like I would always go see horror movies there because people were screaming, people were throwing things, people were taking their shirts off and running up and down the aisles.
Now they
like,
just do that for the Minions movies.
Right. But it was so fun. I remember watching multiple Paranormal Activities. Those came out when I was in college, and just having the best time because people are just like openly like shrieking at the top of their lungs and running out of the theater and stuff. And so like there is like kind of a enjoyable like thing to getting scared with a big thing with a bunch of people. It's so fun.
I think there's probably a case study around how like Blair Witch Project became so popular when it was
Oh,
out.
so good.
Did I
Like
tell you guys about my Blair Witch story?
All right, now we're
I
letting
didn't
the
know
app get a
there-
little out of hand.
I didn't
now
know
we're
there
going
was.
a
Sorry.
little
We're
crazy.
at 2:20 now. We're
right, what's
creeping
your
up
name?
against our
Really quick.
biggest episode.
Really quick. When I was a kid, I was like
Oh.
10. I wanted to watch an R-rated movie. I was telling my parents, I'm gonna watch R-rated, I'm gonna watch I'm an adult, but so and so was watching one, whatever. They're like, hey, fine. We're gonna watch Blair Witch Project. And my dad told me they found the tape behind my house. And that like
Oh my
they
God,
turned it
that's so
into a movie
funny.
that they in the woods behind my house. And I fucking believed that for a really long time.
Do you guys subscribe to the theory that the guys killed the girl and that there was no witch?
I like that, but I literally haven't watched it since I watched it when I was 10 because I was so scared I could never watch it again.
Blair Witch is the only movie I ever fell asleep in.
Really, I like that
Oh.
shaky cam. Like Paranormal Activity, the first one is my favorite horror movie, and I have a lot of horror movies on my list that I like. Like I just think it's so like cleanly done on such a low budget. You don't need a lot to really
like,
build
credit
that
to them.
suspense.
They
in
crushed
horror.
it. I don't like horror movies to begin with, and I don't know. I guess like the build up to it was just. In fairness, I'd just gotten off a flight from England, so I was a little jet lagged.
Yeah.
But like, I never fall asleep in theaters. I love going to the movie. So
The
I
Boa
don't like
put
most horror movies, but
the Boa putting the cap on this so Frank can get his last words in.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity in the theater. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that didn't have a third character that felt like there was always something else on the screen with the two people. Like they did such a good job with it.
I think the first one is perfect. Like
Yeah.
it is perfect. It's so good.
Yeah,
The way
watch
they
that.
build the tension, like you always know it's going to be night again, and it's just like a slow progression. And they did it with no fucking money at all. It's like this goes to show you can make a good horror movie with no money, and I think that is part of the reason you see so many of these like cult movies come out. This one, Talk to Me, that came out a couple years ago. It's like an Australian
Oh yeah, I heard
like
about that one.
lower budget film. So Io, please watch it. It's so good. But like, yeah, you don't need a ton of money to make a really great horror film.
All
Okay,
right.
send us home, Frank.
Well, I was gonna say, I asked you wanted to have the last word, so I'm leaving it at that. Next week, we have therapy. Thank God, we need it. All right. For Lythian, for Scrapclaw, for Ayaski, I'm Frank. Thank you for watching episode 87. Somehow it got long. We'll see you next
It always
week.
does.
Take care.